That but the oh, 1 second.
Because we're silent. Oh.
Oh, that's right. All right, so the audio level, what's happening is that the audio level was looking really low, and I forgot that's because my audio comes through a different channel. So the reason you couldn't hear us is that I forgot to unmute. So, anyway, yeah, no, so it was D was looking up everyone's backstories, and then when Nine destroyed the monitor, that's when he called Ava in, and then Ava just got the information and relayed it on Nine. Which reminds me, I guess Ava's not here anymore.
Well, that was the question: is Ava
and Jay
showing up tonight?
Jay is going back to base. I was asking. Let me ask Jacob.
I just felt our morality swing a little more renegade.
Jacob said that he'd show up if we needed him.
Oh, right, that's right. Okay, so we'll just assume that Ava went back to base then. Oh, you got the information? All right, cool, and went back to base. And then, we can...
To make a killer AI.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see.
We'll see what happens.
As far as that's concerned.
The AI is going to kill somebody.
My camera doesn't appear to be focused.
It's not going to happen.
It's definitely not as high deficit.
Not on my watch.
But anyway. Yeah, so that's... Yeah. Stewie's eyes really do go weird.
I was watching that. Just a while. Face tracking at its finest.
Yeah. Is it actually supposed to be doing face tracking? Because it definitely...
It is tracked. Yeah. So what? Wink.
Things.
I got one eye open here.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
It's just the way it does it. Stewie looks very drunk all the time. It's fascinating.
Well,
that's not much different than Eric's or Amanda.
Well, in my computer downstairs, I had that disabled.
Aha.
So
does this?
It's a little more static.
Does this mute my mic when I do this? I'm just gonna say words.
Like right now, or is he saying words right now?
It could be.
Like,
can you hear that?
Yeah.
If there were words after you said the word words, then no, we didn't hear any of it.
Oh, okay. Because
No.
I was saying the Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers thing.
No, we didn't get any of that.
Okay.
Not even a little bit.
Because I have food in front of me, so I don't want that just to come through the audio.
Okay. So, for the rest of you, I don't know where Tripper is, but we know that his character isn't involved right now. So, so the rest of you though are at the facility. This just happened. They both just flew off. Amanda and Nine at the end of last session. What are you guys? How are you guys responding to hearing that ruckus?
So I've got that, innate, mind link with Amanda, and I'm reaching out to her to say, like, what the hell's going on? What's happening? Do you need help? I can putt myself at 4 miles an hour over there to save you if need be.
So also to break continuity, Dave uses his headset.
Yeah, I used my headset like at one point, and I'm like, "What's going on?"
Yeah. And I can also do my mind communicate to share the communications from Amanda.
All right. Well, communicating with Amanda at this point is not going to get you much information because all she knows is that he went through a portal, and she hasn't by this point figured out how to track that portal.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're gonna be like, while like they disappeared, we're gonna be standing there for a little bit because we're gonna be like, what the hell is happening?
Well, you're not gonna stand there very long before you get a signal from the radio that you used to talk to Red. Trying to get more attention.
No, we won't.
Why not?
That's not going to happen.
Why not?
Because 9 has that radio.
9 has that radio?
9 has that radio. It's always in his inventory.
So, what's the plan, guys? You got this, right? Steven says, just kind of like thumbs up. Right?
Thumbs up.
I sort of say, welcome to the fun.
You only have one of those?
I mean, we could say that we have. Yes, we only have one of those. I mean,
Yeah,
I could just simply retcon and say that I adjusted the universal communicator so that Red's frequency is included in our frequencies.
That would actually make sense, yeah.
So we don't have to carry an extra radio.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
wait,
not that
wait,
really
wait,
weighs
wait.
us down.
Actually, I just remember. Wait, this is a radio frequency? If this is a radio frequency, I think one of my hearing things. Gotta find.
You don't have separate radio. You can hear very well, unless you bought that with.
I thought it said somewhere in my things about frequencies.
No. I think it's high frequency.
You have ultra hearing?
Like.
Is that what you have? Ultra hearing does not cover radio.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that would be convenient.
Whistles and shit like that.
Ultra hearing, yeah, it lets you hear higher and lower frequencies than the human ear can hear.
Okay.
Which makes sense for a dog based character, but it is not. It does not include radio.
That would just be really funny. It's like it's the Stitch scene. I open my mouth.
That's right.
So yeah, with the GM's permission, I'll have modified our headsets.
Yeah, I give permission for that. All right,
so that we all can contact Red.
So Red is going to attempt to contact you. So you're gonna hear him come through. Have you given him a name to call your group?
I thought we were going with the headhunters.
I thought we were going with the headhunters.
Right,
yeah.
but did you tell him that?
We did, because we were trying to get money from him.
Oh right, yeah.
Before we attacked.
Yeah, I think we did. Yeah.
The cult.
All right, yeah. So he's gonna headhunters come in, type of thing. Is anybody gonna reply to that?
D's gonna remain silent because he doesn't know if this is related to his cult. So D would be like, I'm not answering that. So it looks like it would be Chris or Gina.
Yeah, I'll pick up the phone and say hello.
Maybe meet your boy.
Could be.
Right. No, it's definitely Red. He's gonna tell you. Hey, I have a message of us to pass along to you. From Jackal.
What's Jackal looking for?
She's not. She actually. All right, so she says that if you guys are trying to get into Nashua Center, there's somebody you should talk to at Lucky's Bar tonight.
A bar? God damn it! The one scene I'm not in.
Where's this bar?
He'll tell you it is a bit. What's the name of that town? I gotta look this up now. Hold on a second. I know where it is, but I don't have. He'll tell you it's about a 3 hours ride north of Munson Village. You guys.
I mean, we could portal to it. Do you have coordinates?
No. I mean, I guess I could, like, next time I'm
What
over
numbers?
there.
I mean,
12. So 12 on your map is Munson Village.
Okay.
What's the name of the? I asked Fred what the name of the. Does he have a name for the contact from Jackal?
Lucky's Bar.
I don't.
No, the name of the.
Oh, who's the contact?
Yeah, she didn't say. All it says here is that there's a mutant who has actually escaped from Nashua Center before that you may want to talk to. You'll know her when you see her. I have no idea what any of that's supposed to mean.
Of course.
All right. So it's number 12 on the map here, huh?
Number 12 on the map is
3.
Munson Center. So it's like a 3-hour
4.
horseback ride north of that.
Or we could take the. Could we take the SUV? Humvee.
Yeah, I guess.
Wait, the Humvee's back at base.
Yeah, we'll go back to base and then we'll portal to Munson Center and then drive.
Okay. Fast travel.
That's right.
Or, I mean, if it's 3-hour horseback ride, we can estimate about where it is and portal. We can ask the computer. All right. Well, let's go to base.
Yep. All right.
We'll open up a portal. We'll go into base.
All right.
We will ask the computer if it knows the location for Lucky's Bar.
It does not.
Does it know the reviews?
I doubt they have Yelp reviews.
It is 2 out of 5 stars. CD, avoid at all costs.
Is the bar like remote or is it like in like a town?
It's definitely not in a town.
So it's a roadside bar.
So we could do a sweep, like a scan of things that are within a 3-hour horse ride of Munson Center, or whatever. It was a Munson.
Yeah.
What did you?
Yeah, it said Munson Village.
Munson Village.
Yeah.
Well, it's got to be off some road, right?
Now there is a road that goes north and then branches off west. It's about, it's like a whole grouping.
Yeah.
Based on the map.
I mean, can we scan for like the general vicinity?
You're just looking for like a group
like do that sweep.
You're just looking for a group of just a whole bunch of people, basically.
Yeah.
Can you spin up a drone in your technologies thing?
I don't. That would take me a while to build.
Right.
It would take me longer to build it than we have.
I love you. You're asking a bunch of guys. It's good for directions, essentially. no one can just. You can just stop and ask, guys. No. Can we make a drone?
I can see it right here. It's 11. It's 11 on the map.
Well, I think we'll thank Red for the information, and then we'll head back to base. And I don't know if I can telepathically tell Amanda, hey, meet us back at base. We've got an inn, or Nashua Center possibly. Why don't you meet us back there? And we'll leave 9 to his stuff.
You can pass that message along to her, and she can have that information. But she is currently fighting
Busy.
with 9.
Oh,
Please leave a message in my brain.
Yeah, please leave a message.
I'm currently battling to the death.
Yeah.
I'll get back to you as soon as I can.
Leave a message at the POW, like in the old Batman's.
So I'm guessing by this point, I'm talking to Amanda like, so what's going on?
You're basically just gonna get the information that you have. Yeah, from the
already quoted from the thing.
Okay.
We're just ensuring the timeline doesn't split.
And then I will just be like, just let him blow off steam.
Does your cult know anything about Lucky's Bar?
What?
Does your cult know anything about Lucky's Bar?
Oh, I could contact Missy. Like, do you know anything about Lucky's Bar?
Where? Like, what part of the world are we talking about right now?
It's about a 3-hour horse ride north of Munson Village in New Hampshire.
Oh, yeah, let me actually. I do.
I lost you, but you're back now.
Yeah, you were gone for a bit. I don't know why. But yeah.
Tim.
But she's gonna say, yeah, I know about that place. It's
I have you back, Eric.
It's kind of
What's that?
I lost all you guys except you.
Oh.
To accept me?
No, except you. I still see you. I don't see anybody else on my screen.
Oh, really?
Can you hear us?
I can see you. Yeah, you're coming in fine.
No, I know I'm coming in fine for you.
Can you hear us though?
I'm asking
I
if
can hear Coinless. Like obviously, I can't see. Tim dropped. It might be.
Huh. That's a problem.
So you can't see or hear Tim?
I can't. Yeah, I can't see.
So while we're sorting that out, I just would like to remind you, the reason we're having the session on Sunday instead of Thursday is that 2 of these here people traveled to visit the other one. So Chris and Dave went to visit Eric, and so they're all, I think, in the same room right now.
We are.
I'm back. I'm good.
Okay, let me mute you.
Yeah, and so we're still kind of sorting out how to make that work properly. So anyway, yeah, she'll tell you she does know that place. It's kind of a dive bar. Kind of the point of it is that it's a place where people who don't want to be seen hanging around in town end up a lot.
Do you have coordinates?
So I don't have exact. Well, let me see. She's gonna kind of put you on hold, and then she'll come back, and she'll tell you that based on her information on where it is, and asking, I can't remember his name now. The guy who does
Marshall.
Yeah, Marshall. Asking Marshall about how to translate that into coordinates. She's going to tell you a set of coordinates that are right around this intersection here.
All right, I'll take it. Can't make it too easy on us, though.
Right.
All right, so I'll be like, yeah, we probably want to get into the APC. So,
any known issue, or can you find out if there's any known issues in that area, like strange effects, weird animals, weird cults? Weird. After the last couple, I'm like, extra careful.
What Gina's asked.
Yeah.
I convey that.
Hands over us.
We haven't gotten any news of any reality schisms there recently. I mean, they do come and go, mostly. So I can't guarantee there's not one there.
Okay.
But last we checked, there wasn't.
Okay.
All right. So I'll recommend that we take the Humvee.
Okay.
I guess.
Wow, we're recording this, huh? Because I never thought I would ever hear you say that.
Gina suggested it.
All right. That's
Road
great.
trip?
D would just be invisible. Actually,
see that
D's going to
who's
be
driving that
invisible while driving the Humvee.
Can you even drive the Humvee? Okay. Eugene questioned if he could drive the Humvee, but he said assuredly.
I have
yes.
vehicle skill 3.
Oh, okay, good.
You need vehicle skill 0 to really do anything other than.
Yes, I've driven on roads before, and I see a lot of people with vehicle skill negative.
That's right. If it rains, then yeah.
Excellent point.
Do a vehicle check.
Gina does remember that when she had full body. So.
Chris, you've just changed the way I think now. When I see someone cut me off, I'll be like, oh, they're negative skills.
Yeah. All right, so I'll ask if Steven's coming.
Yeah, I'll hop in the shotgun, stick my head out the window.
We have no idea where we have no idea where 5 is.
Yeah,
Is he
he's
still in my shadow?
Is
Turns to
Hank
it.
joining us?
he's been somewhere for a while.
Yeah.
No one really knows where.
Yeah, so Hank's coming.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
can
Hank's
we
gonna
wait
go.
out? Can we wait out the Amanda 9, or can we wait out when Amanda might be back?
I mean, if you
Or-
want to, it'll by the time you guys get through with that and being on hold and stuff like that, Amanda's fight is going to be over, so she can be replying to you. I think there was, I think she was taking care of something else real quick on the way back. So it's up to Eric how quickly she actually arrives to where you are.
I would say telepathically to Gina that I will meet you guys there, and I would assume Gina would share where they're going.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, so I will fly to meet them there.
Okay.
All right.
I'm healing myself right now.
The
Yeah, I can do that too. I got healing beams.
Yeah.
the Humvee arrives at the crossroads.
All right.
We portal in.
So at the crossroads, what you see is mostly desolation. Like, there definitely used to be buildings here. Most of them have definitely been heavily damaged or completely destroyed. But if you kind of look down, you know, that road that goes east-west, kind of northwest by southeast, just a little bit northwest down that road, you will actually see, like, what clearly looks like a dive bar.
All right. We will drive to the dive bar.
Okay.
Is there anything
Now, if you guys wait around outside for like,
remarkable about?
well, if you guys wait around outside for like 2 minutes, Amanda will catch up to you outside. Otherwise, she'll have to go inside to find you.
Did we just like summon a portal in front of the dive bar, or did we like actually just drive up?
You guys just drove up, yeah.
Okay.
We just drove up. We were.
Now, admittedly, you didn't drive very far. Like, you were within sight of it when you portaled in.
Oh.
It's kind of like driving down your driveway.
We were like right around here.
Yeah. Do we see any like other vehicles outside of it, like motorcycles or horses or other Humvees?
There are no other vehicles. There are 2 of those raptor things tied off like a horse would be. And there's a horse. They're not near each other. Like the 2 raptor things.
That's really true.
Can I like approach them and just say like, can I like listen in to see if the horse or the raptors are saying anything?
Yeah, you have.
Pointless has the ability to listen.
Yeah,
I've upgraded it. Now I can hear all animals.
Nice.
Oh wow.
All right. Yeah, you can listen.
He's a horse whisperer.
Yeah. Now, I mean, they kind of are. You know, horses are only so intelligent, and so mostly what the horse is thinking about is the water that's in front of him. He's got blinders on. He doesn't actually seem to see, you know, the things over there. He's mostly concerned with the pail of water in front of him. As for the raptor things, they are very aware of the horse. And discussing options.
I want to shoot the raptors. We can get good money for their heads.
Gina tells Dee that
Amanda's not there yet.
Idea.
Maybe we could get the raptors to join our team.
I make sure that Dee locked the vehicle too, because I don't want anybody sneaking out and stealing this thing.
Oh, I'm tempted. I'm so tempted. Do I want to fight an entire bar, though?
I mean, out of
We
character.
might end up doing that anyways.
Out of
so-
character, we kind of bar fights like a classic.
I just see Pee Wee's Big Adventure where D goes in and does a tequila dance. And, I say we let him go.
Amanda will fly in land and notice the bar and be like, finally. And
You would not believe the day I've had.
I could use a drink. It starts this walking with purpose through the bar door.
Yeah, Gina tells Amanda, men, and we both go in for margaritas.
All right.
So we open the door as though we've gone here before.
What does the bar look
What
like?
does the bar look like?
Okay, so what you're gonna see is it almost looks like an Old West tavern. I mean, because the lack of electricity, the candles, the general atmosphere, it definitely is dirty. It definitely looks like it used to be. Well, okay, so what it looks like is it was a dive bar, and then the world ended around it, and it somehow managed to continue being a dive bar.
Now the outside looks like the inside.
Yeah.
Got it. Is there? What are the people doing in there? Is there a lot of people? Is there?
There are about a dozen people. Most of them most of them have some form of mutation visible. Like there's somebody with like 3 arms. There's a person with 2 heads. Some people just kind of look like they're crosses between animals. Most of them are drinking. A couple of them are eating at a couple different tables. There's a bartender and somebody running around like wait staff. And at the bar is a very familiar looking gargoyle.
What?
What?
Who?
What do I do here? So, what does the bartender look like?
The bartender looks like a normal human who has been in a few too many bar fights and has definitely been cut across the face a couple times.
Okay. I would talk to Gina and say, "You want to grab a booth at the bar?"
Bar.
Bar. Okay. Bar it is.
Does the gargoyle recognize them? I'm invisible, by the way.
She's not even looking at you guys.
Is the gargoyle like at the end of the bar or in the middle bar?
Kind of in the middle of the bar.
Okay.
Sitting there drinking. Does not seem interested.
I would pull up to the right of gargoyle and sit down at the bar stool, and then ask what's on tap. Amanda's had that day where she doesn't care.
Is the gargoyle like any kind of like prison garb, like shackles or anything?
No, she's not.
No.
I'm assuming it's the member of the storm, somehow. Because we eliminated the gargoyle, cut their head off, and then they became sand after a while time.
You may recall you did cut her head off. And so you had like the stone gargoyle head you were carrying around in your bag of heads. But at the end of the Extra Life event, that head had become dust.
Oh wow.
So this is going to go over great.
But yes, this is her. Okay, so you sit down, you ask what's on tap. The guy starts answering you. But as he does, she's going to kind of glance over to you and go... And she's going to wait until the bartender is done.
Wait, what'd she do?
She just kind of groaned quietly and kind of went back to her drink. She's not going to say anything else right now, not until the guy's done answering your question and you order something.
Okay.
She's not acting threatening?
No, she's acting like she came to a bar to drink and now a bunch of assholes showed up.
Because
wow, Tim.
I mean,
he will.
To be fair, from her perspective, she's seen you exactly once, and you killed her. So.
Well, it didn't take, obviously. D will be holding his sniper rifle just in case. But he's invisible, so.
Can Steven kind of just sit down at the bar? Because he doesn't. I don't know if he really knows that this person has a grudge against them.
No, I don't see how he would.
No, he wouldn't.
So yeah, he's just gonna like sit down at the bar and be like, "Huh, that's weird. Didn't realize he could talk to other animals." It's kind of like, I guess order a drink.
Is Steven drinking?
I don't know. Like that's the thing. He's kind of like gonna question, like, kind of look at the party. It's like, do animals? It kind of points to his face. It's like, I can drink alcohol, right? I don't remember if I actually had it in my past or anything.
Yeah, you're a cop, so I'm guessing yes.
So I guess I'll like.
I don't know any cop that has the sober.
Okay.
The entire life.
So Steven's gonna try. Is it okay if Steven gets a little drunk?
Yeah.
Go for it, man.
Okay. Does Steven have?
All for this.
Does Steven have money?
Amanda will pay. Amanda will pay for Gina's drink, Steven's drink, her drink, and then she would tell the bartender, be like, any drink that Gargoyle orders, I'll cover it.
Gina
The gargoyle tried to kill you.
Gina says to Amanda, "Boy, Steven's like your younger brother."
Yeah, I feel like he is my younger brother.
It feels like he, knows him.
Steven's just gonna be like,
dimension.
I don't see it.
Maybe another lifetime or something. Another reality.
Maybe another life.
Yes.
So, Amanda's gonna completely pay for the gargoyles. That's how you get over things. Yeah, you have a beer.
So you're gonna offer to cover her?
Yes.
Can I ask her, is there something you want? Can I ask her if there's something she wants to drink that's not available at the bar?
The bill comes out to be $1,000.
If she can drink $1,000 worth of beer in one night, damn.
All right. Well, you are going to be informed that she has a tab. Are you aware of that?
Well, all right. I'll just pay for a couple beers.
Okay.
Let's not make it more complicated than it is.
How quickly can Steven just get hammered?
Okay, so quick update. Tripper fell asleep, is what happened.
Classic.
I hear that.
So because
he's late to his own party.
Yes, well, because 9 was not going to be available, Tripper is supposed to be playing the character you're talking to right now. So, I believe he's coming on now. Here's hoping.
Great. I want Tripper to act hammered because he came late, and Amanda's been buying her drinks the entire night.
Can I wonder if I really want to go crazy. Can I look at a salt? Is there a salt shaker on the bar, like a lime or something?
Yeah.
Can I transmute it to gold and say, "Hey, bartender, let this cover the gargoyle's tab"? Transform it.
That's clever. I like it.
All right, we're gonna hold for a second because I informed Tripper of this scene a few days ago, and he's been planning how he's going to handle this.
Uh-oh.
So I'm going to let him actually take over, but no time. It wouldn't make sense for any time to actually pass before he does so. So we'll just hold on a second.
I've been looking at this.
So we're
on a
not
side note,
drunk
I've been looking at the transform ability and trying to see how I can incorporate it in. I want to start using it more.
Yeah, just bust out some straight up alchemy.
Mm-hmm.
I dig it. Oh
Then I'm interested in the variable skill. I hear that's pretty.
So variable, you
What's
have to
Hank doing?
define. Oh, that's good. Hank is definitely invisible. You guys showed at the bar. He saw the gargoyle that he helped you guys kill.
No.
And went invisible. I don't think it's quite registered to him yet that she doesn't know that he was a person during that fight.
Oh, got it.
Because you may recall he was
A wand.
For those of you,
He was a wand.
Since this was pre-stream, since this is before we streamed, the first time they met Hank, he had shape-shifted into a wand, and so they just had this wand that weirdly had a mind, and they fought a group called the Storm, and this gargoyle was part of it, and so I don't think he registers as yet that she's never seen him in, pixie form. I see. Oh, there he is. All right, so quick recap. What has happened is they showed up. Can you hear us, Tripper?
Yes, I can.
All right, so quick recap. They've shown up at the
Good
bar.
morning, Tripper.
This is why you don't get... Okay, so
There-
2 friends of mine are moving out, are leaving on Tuesday. John Michael and Ashley, Tim knows them, and we were up way too late last night.
I thought they already left.
No, they're leaving Tuesday, so...
Oh, okay.
I sacrificed sleep for friendship.
Fair.
Ugh.
That's good.
Okay.
Good trade-off.
So they showed up at the bar. There was about a dozen people in the bar. They looked around. They saw a familiar-looking gargoyle sitting at the bar, about halfway down the length of the bar. Didn't pay attention to them walking into the building because people just walk into the bar sometimes. And then Amanda goes up and sits next to her, and asks the bartender what's on tap. She recognized the voice. She looked over and groaned while the bartender was answering her. And then you can pick up where the bartender walks away to go get whatever she ordered. She has offered to pay for your drinks tonight, though.
Okay. So
that's all information that you know. Amanda has offered to pay for your drinks.
Alright, so... Do I notice the rest of them now?
You're about to notice Gina because she's doing something else. What were you... turned a salt shaker to gold, right? On the bar.
Yeah, to give to the bartender to cover the tab, that the gargoyles created.
All right, so...
Do we know the gargoyle's name?
You never asked, no.
I don't think we do. We never asked. We went straight to killing.
Yeah, just went straight to murder on that one.
Yeah, that checks out.
That was Nine's idea.
Probably.
Bastard.
But yeah.
The guy you want is Nine.
Actually,
He and Hank are invisible.
Yeah.
D and Hank. Alright, so...
Well,
D, Amanda.
the gargoyle never saw D anyways.
Fair.
That's true. Or Hank.
Or Hank.
Let's see. Oh god, I'm trying to find her sheet. What was the name again?
Demona. Under NPCs.
Demona.
Oh, that's why I'm not finding it. Haha,
You
looking
should
on
have her name in game too, just to be nice.
So while I'm looking, how did you convince them not to have...
Sure.
How did you convince them not to go after 9?
There wasn't really any convincing. They just got the call from Red, and they were checking in with Amanda through the communicators or through the mental link and stuff. So,
Got it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we decided we'll let 9 blow off some steam, and we'll come back to that.
That's good. That's wise. Oh my god, where's it under? I can't find her.
NPCs, prominent groups, the Storm,
Prominent
Demona
groups.
2.
There. Okay, I was looking in the... I should... This is why I don't nap. This is really why I don't nap. Demona 2. Okay.
So none of us have really had anything to drink yet?
No, you guys just sat down at the bar and started flashing money and powers.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's how we roll.
Yep.
Alright, so I am going to look around to see if I notice any of the others.
Let me think. You don't see Kate. You don't see 9.
Okay.
And that's everybody else that was there.
Gina's. You probably would recognize.
Well, I already said
Gina.
that she saw Gina.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and the other people that were there.
And we don't know where 5 is.
Yeah, Snake isn't with you. Yeah, 5 isn't with them. So yeah, it's really just Amanda. It's really just Amanda and Gina that you recognize.
Okay.
But they're on either side of you now at the bar.
On both sides. I'll be like, you motherfuckers.
We say play her just like you play 9. Is that what we're going with?
He's had some input. He's had some information.
Have you not given me enough problems for one lifetime? What, you want to kill the bartender and I want to kill everyone else around, huh? Is that you not done fucking with me? Is that it?
We're here to get you drunk.
Can Steven just like go over to Amanda and say, like, whispers, like, what did we do to this person?
Let me see if I hear that.
Yeah, go ahead. So how we resolve that is that you, Coinless, roll a stealth to not be heard.
Oh, you're screwed.
Okay.
And Demona rolls a perception to hear.
Okay.
Okay,
Oh.
all right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not good a roll.
Let's see. Now
Demona heard you. Demona heard you.
I got like a 3.
Demona 2.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's a duplicated sheet. No, it's actually Demona. So I didn't edit that. Like, oh, you want to know what they did to me? Let me tell you what they did to me. So I had this nice little thing going. There's like 4 of us. We were going around having a good time, getting whatever the hell we wanted. Then these fucks show up one day, blitz the fuck out of all of us, and suddenly I'm on my own. That's what they did. What do you? So how do you?
Well,
yeah.
Well,
So you're in with them now? Great.
Well,
great.
I was just curious, like, what happened? Why did they do that to you?
Does it matter?
I mean, maybe.
Amanda would say to Gina, "I really like the Steven guy."
Yeah, he's he's cut from your same cloth. Gina tells Gina asks the gargoyle lady her name and says, "Hey, it's great to see you're alive."
Yeah, no thanks
Have
to
more drinks
you.
on us.
What, you
seem
seriously
really
here to
angry.
finish the job? Come on, bring it. Watch what happens.
No, we're here to have a drink. We're off the
did you guys
clock
kill
right
it?
now.
Did you guys kill their
Decocks his
family?
rifle.
Is the
Well,
clock
they might
cocking
have
the rifle audible?
closest.
No.
They're the closest
No.
thing I had to
Nope.
family.
I wish it was.
Uh,
We're dysfunctional. We put the fun in dysfunction. So, maybe
Is the bartender back?
Oh yeah. He'll come back. Now, what he's gonna do is he's gonna walk.
What are
over.
drinks?
Yeah, well, whatever you ordered. You didn't tell me what you
Okay.
ordered, but he'll walk over and kind of set the drinks down and then back away very quickly. But if it doesn't take a very high insight roll to know that he's paying attention to the conversation.
Yes.
it seems like whatever happened in your past, what's your name?
Well, Gina just asked too, so.
Why? So you know what to put on my headstone?
I just thought maybe we could talk this out. Maybe there was like.
Because we did so much talking last time.
Misunderstanding.
Right.
Well, we can talk. Maybe we could all just have a nice sit down, drink a
Maybe
little.
we could all just have a nice conversation and sit down. Shut the fuck up.
Well, I mean, it's maybe talking would be a good solution. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah,
and
tell
Gina
yourself-
offers
Tell yourselves that a
to.
month
Gina
ago.
offers
Amanda's-
to use her, mental power so we can have the conversation quietly, as not to distract other people. See if the gargoyle wants to join in the mind conversation.
Oh, it's a mental conversation for you.
Yeah.
Dee's gonna pull out one of the restrictor collars and have that at the ready as well.
So Amanda's calmly sipping her beer at the bar and goes, "Why are you overreacting about all this? You're still alive now."
Steven's just gonna like slip in between the two of them with his hand raised, like, okay, well, maybe we could just nice conversation.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So lady. Okay. Why am
Steven's
I
our support
upset?
animal.
Why am I upset that I'm still alive? Oh, I don't know. How about you killed the 3 people closest to me?
Amanda would say,
that we killed him
at this point, she would go, we didn't kill all of you.
She'll definitely say
and then she'd grab a shot glass from the bar. Empty shot glass. She would, with the open face up, put it on the bar, and then put the golf ball she has in the pocket into the bar, onto the shot glass.
Tripper.
Yeah.
As far as you know, it was 4. You haven't seen any sign of Raven around.
Okay, so it was me and 3 other people that died, supposedly.
It was you and 4 other people that died. So the group was originally 5.
Okay.
Because there was Nor'easter, Pyro.
I thought that was in the Jackal.
Wait, no, I'm wrong. No.
Phantom Zone.
No, it was.
There were
It was 4.
No, it was 4 total.
Nor'easter, Pyro, Demona, and Raven.
I'll explain that in a second.
Okay, so I was right. He was 3.
Yeah,
okay.
it was 3.
All right. So I said, "What? You want to go play You want to go play 18 right now? You got nothing better to do? What the fuck's this?"
The golf ball.
Yeah.
No shit.
That's what we like to call foreplay.
Damn.
Gina mentally does a
You might want to
Amanda's
try.
still calmly sipping her beer.
You might want to try an awareness check real quick there,
Me?
Amanda.
Oh, awareness?
Why do we have a? What happened to the golf? What's going on with the golf ball?
Are you asking that in character, or are you just asking?
I'm just asking because the golf ball doesn't exist anymore.
Well,
that's what you think.
Hold on a second. Go ahead and give me an awareness check.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh,
you are
that was
trying.
a good roll.
We
It's
put
enough.
it into the prison.
You are trying to remind Demona of an event that happened after she died.
Oh.
That's why I'm like, what?
What? You want to go play 18?
Yeah.
Amanda goes, on
Nor'easter
second thought, and takes the golf ball and puts it back in her pocket.
Yeah. Nor'easter was turned into a golf ball after Demona was dead.
Are you slow?
I didn't realize how quickly we killed her.
Yeah. Nah, Gina just says, yeah, Amanda calls me the golf ball because I'm just ahead.
Very cute. Nice pet name. Why are you talking to me?
We're trying to have a beer, actually. You just happen to be here. I just lost video on all of you guys.
We lost video on you.
That happened to me.
No,
Oh, wow. All right.
Oh,
People are starting to come back in. Amanda's just drinking beer. We're here to meet somebody, and then we're going to enjoy this time of having beer. That's all we got today.
All right, Tim, are there any other empty seats in this entire room?
Oh yeah, there were only about a dozen patrons to begin with. The room has a capacity of like 50.
You do realize there are plenty of seats around here that are not next to people whose entire families you killed.
I think Trip's going to just possess every NPC and guilt us from several different angles. Is that?
Well, this one's really not hard. This one's pretty easy.
Oh, okay. Look, we're here to meet somebody and have chat and then have a beer. That's all we're doing.
Well, go meet them. Leave me alone.
I mean,
just
go on.
Technically,
so we're all gonna walk over to. I'll walk over to a stall, or Amanda will walk over to an empty booth and sit down with her beer.
Okay.
Like, jeez.
Steven's just gonna awkwardly just kind of sit down next to to Tripper and just kind of take the beer. Just start sipping it.
Amanda will hit the beer on a table a little too hard and spill it over.
That's in real life.
That's real life kicking in right now. I just spilled my beer.
Ooh.
I'll ask the gargoyle her name.
Oh yeah.
Wait. Oh, so only Amanda left, or just
Amanda left?
I guess so. Amanda went to the booth. We're gonna leave you alone. She's kind of learned that maybe she needs to give more people their space and just their own problem.
Especially mad people, huh? Yeah. So, okay. So
it's not worth it. It's
Gina's
not
on my
worth it.
left. Gina's on my left. So now Steven is down
Can't
my right.
save
I'm like, that included you.
Oh.
Well, no, that was to Gina and you, because you're now guilty by association.
But I don't know what I'm guilty of.
Dear
God, Amanda would mentally communicate to Steven and be like, just come over here to a bar or to the booth.
Are you dense? Are you deaf or just stupid?
I think both. He says honestly.
I'm still here, but I'm going to turn off my camera for just a moment.
I mean, I'm out of character. He does have a very low intelligence score, and his charisma, or in this case, presence, isn't that high either. So, so this is like proper.
He is playing true to form.
Yeah.
So I'll ask the gargoyle. Did you come from Nashua Center and escape?
How the fuck did you know that?
Amanda groans from the booth going, son of a bitch. We're going to have to work with this guy.
And Gina says, I'm looking for information on Nashua Center. In return, I can help you pay for as many drinks as you want. And maybe some other stuff.
Maybe it'll be enough drinks to forget all this happened.
Steven slightly pushes over his drink to the gargoyle, offering them some.
Did have actually, you know what? This is a character that would be like,
Boom.
Yeah. Back it back.
Amanda would look over at this character, gargoyle, going, I like her. I like her. The way she chugs a beer.
Transform that glass that he just chugged into gold and say, please tell us.
Oh my gosh.
Please tell us everything you know about Nashua Center, and that's yours.
Quick question: was it as they were drinking it?
No.
No, it was after they put it down.
Oh, okay. The glass. I thought I was just thinking you just turned like their lungs into gold. I was like,
That was dark.
I went to a dark place. Yeah.
That's like.
I could become a King Midas, and if I upgraded it and transformed bigger.
That's like a Game of Thrones moment where he poured the gold on their head and just you want a crown of gold? Here's your crown of gold.
all right. So now Desmona goes, well, fuck. God, fine. Oh, all right. This plus another one of these in its pre-gold, full of beer form, and we'll be started. I can work with that. Just fine. Come on.
Just if it's gonna be that one, then you please have to tolerate my friend Amanda.
Amanda waves from her booth, obnoxiously so. Like, that's me.
Bartender, another one.
But she's gleaming and she's drinking a beer, so she's like pointing to her beer, like beer, smile, beer, smile.
Another one of these that not gold. Oh. How much was the glass? We'll pay you for the glass. That table with this bunch of assholes. I'll be over there, trying not to be an asshole.
Okay, so we do like a Han Solo thing minus being shot by Greedo.
Well, as far as you know,
yeah.
D hasn't shot yet though.
The night is young.
D shot first.
I got upgrades.
The night is young. That is true.
I don't think we're gonna get through a whole night without gunfire. That just doesn't. seem
D also has a inhibitor collar, so
I gotta upgrade my transform to like turn his gun into like a potato gun.
Can you see me?
I probably could.
And Steven asked the waiter what like
choice for him.
The name of the most like intense drink they have is.
You can, yes.
Hello, waiter. What is the finest beverage you sell here? I meant, sorry, bartender.
Right.
Oops, in character.
Bartender's like,
Mistake in character.
honey, where do you think you are?
Sorry, I just was trying to be classy. It kind of came off poorly.
Yeah.
I don't talk to a lot of people.
No. The bartender, he'll recommend a drink to you.
Ooh, what's the drink called?
Turpentine,
GM's delight.
paint thinner.
That's stuff from Back to the Future they tried to put in the DeLorean.
Oh no. I can still hear that thing dying.
Is there any way I can make like a fortitude roll, or like just see how easy, just to get drunk?
Yeah, there is.
So he wants to fail the roll. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
what happens if you ace the roll? Like, what happens then?
If I ace it.
Smooth.
Okay, so here's the thing. As a player character, there are certain things you can just choose to allow to happen. So you can just say, I drink until I get drunk, and call it a day. If you want to roll, however, it is a fortitude save.
I like to roll, so fortitude.
He wants to act according to the dice.
Okay.
So they hit you.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll feel that.
Excellent.
Well, that's excellent.
So if he fails
That was
that,
good.
And he's incapacitated on the side. He is blacked out. Ah, crap.
and Ginny gets the weird sense that it's Amanda's responsibility to take care of it.
Amanda gets a weird sense of, God damn it, little boy.
It's good. It's good, man. It's real good.
So I guess we leave Steve at the bar and we head towards, or we grab Steve and head to the table with Amanda.
Okay.
He's still lurking about in the shadows,
That's right.
as well as Hank.
Of course.
Yeah, Hank is.
There's not much.
I mean, you don't know
it's
where
probably
Hank is, but
the best that they're not the talkers of the group. They're not known for their talking skills.
that's true.
Are my hands paws or hands?
Do
you have opposable thumb?
That drinks.
Yeah. Do people hands count as hands, or are they paws?
It's definitely been a laced
but
drink.
human paws.
There's definitely something in that drink. Yeah.
Turpentine definitely doesn't go down well.
Dog biology. Many questions.
Oh dear, yeah, drunk dog.
It's
That's a bad idea.
Yeah, it's post-apocalyptic moonshine, apparently.
Yeah, as long as it's not a chocolate stout for a dog.
Yeah.
You never named
All
the
right,
drink.
so
It's called Purple Lightning.
Demona, tell us a little more about Nashua Center.
Okay. And Tim, you gave me all that, right?
Yeah, I gave you. You can interpret that and describe it however you want.
Where did you send that to me again?
I believe it was in the messenger.
In Messenger. I think you're correct. Let me find that. Okay. That was a while back. That was the 12th.
Why'd you go in and how'd you get out?
I just got back from Texas on Wednesday. It's been a while. All right, so what was the question?
Why'd you go in and how'd you get out of Nashua Center?
Okay, well...
What's the story?
Well, I went in with my former family, who you guys took care of. We were trying to take the town, or at least hit them, and didn't go quite so well. I make it over the wall. Next thing I know, lights out, and I'm strapped on an operating table. And that was a fun experience, let me tell you. God, that was I don't even know how long that was. It was far too long. Kept shocking me or something. Just getting. I try to escape or try to get free or something. And next thing I know, I'm pissing myself in pain. Good news, though, is one of the guys watching was really slow one day. So I was able to get enough leverage to whack him in the head, then rip my way out. Got out, not a damn clue how. I had to fight a hell of a lot of people, and let me tell you, when you get used to having powers, suddenly not having them, that was not fun. Although, no, I do know how I got out. It was pretty distinctive. Mostly it was through a water main in and out of the city. So yeah. Then I escaped, met up with the rest of them, and decided we're never fucking doing that again.
Why did you want to go in there in the first place?
Well, I mean, there are a bunch of... Actually, Tim, why did we? That was not in here.
You were raiding. You were raiding the town. It's the trade hub of the area.
Got it.
So it's just a smash and grab.
So she was being bad people, which is why she got killed.
I'm getting an echo.
We're hearing you twice. You guys are way too close together.
Well, they were muted earlier. One of them was muted.
Oh, Chris. Oh, there you go.
There we go. Sorry.
Okay, much better.
We're going through Dave's system.
Yes. All right. So she's gonna say, well, I mean, there are a bunch of stuck-up assholes who have way too much stuff, and we decided we would rather have their stuff.
And they're jerks to mutants.
Yes. Who said that?
That's yours.
So you guys, that is one thing worth noting, is you guys did not like their view of mutants.
Correct. Well, that was included in the stuck-up assholes thing.
Yeah.
But
so just putting that out there.
You know, being really tired makes it way easier to be really profane. It's fun. It's like I'm drunk.
Nice.
9 is only not this way because he grew up Catholic, so he at least learned most of the time to not be that way. Although when he gets chased down by the person who threw his wife into space, he does slip.
You forgot the thou shalt not kill thing, but that's a different story.
Well,
oof.
Like most Catholics, he's not that consistent.
He was on a crusade.
Yeah. So
this is true. It fit with his sense of justice. Don't worry. He feels fine. It's all fine.
So out of character, we figured out that they were just raiding Nashua Center and that they were captive, experimented on, or Demono's experimented on at the very least. And she broke away to go through, and she got out through the water sewer pretty safely, and then reunited with the group afterwards and said that we'll leave Nashua Center. That was too much hassle.
And this happened before they battled us?
Yes.
Yeah, that canonically happened before.
So
because we found this information out minus the water main issue beforehand.
Yeah, you guys did know that the storm had attacked Nashua Center before you fought the storm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
Now, out of character, I'm assuming that like part of her power issue was she had implants still in her body when they hit up, so that's probably why she didn't have powers.
Well, we have no way of knowing.
That's speculation, but I think that's the best. We can't rule it out right now.
How did she survive being beheaded?
Tim turned to dust afterwards.
Tim, had she ever died?
How did she survive being beheaded?
Are you asking this in character?
I mean, there's a certain extent to which death is more of an inconvenience to her than anything.
Well, I guess I'll be talking in my headset because she can't hear me, but...
So you can't really die, Amanda would say in character. Can you?
Okay. There's one more stipulation on me saying another word, is that anything involving the time that all of my friends died, all that conversation ends right now. I will answer that question.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I can't die. 2 days later, I come back. Don't know how. It's fantastic. Unfortunately, my friends didn't have that ability. So again, last time we're talking about anything other than Nashua Center.
Okay.
Can I ask her if I can read her mind and see if I can find out more information from her memories, like hypnosis from her time in Nashua Center, like layout,
And you can always
detail,
ask.
and stuff like that.
Whether or not
I'm not going to do it.
Whether or not it's wise to
Not gonna-
ask is another matter, but you can always ask.
On one condition. All right, has my next beer arrived yet?
Yeah. He'll just kind of bring you a platter of them.
Well, I'll take
Nice.
one.
A bucket of beer.
It's like they,
Make this gold.
I love how she drank the beer first, then said make it gold. Not like, I want a golden full beer. I want a golden beer bottle.
I'll turn the whole bucket to gold. It's like a kind of.
Oh, fuck yeah. Fine, whatever. I'll pay you back for that one too. Don't worry, I can afford it now.
I owe you
One
one mug, one beer bucket.
Yeah, this napkin is a tip. We put a napkin.
So Steven's gonna keep pounding, just kind of back more beers. And
I want to see the bill after this.
I'm kind of conflicted.
Making gold items, like we're good.
We'll just turn the table to gold and leave. It's fine.
So
there's my tip.
So if I do a mind reading where the person's like, okay, do it, do I get unfettered access?
I think you do. If
Yeah,
they
so
are they
you
willingly
get-
submit, right?
Yeah, you get as deep as they allow you to get. If you try to go any deeper, then there's a roll involved.
So
Okay.
basically, only stuff involving Nashua Center. If it starts involving other stuff, like, I don't know, the people they killed, it's going to be a problem.
Yeah, from my perspective, I'm only interested in Nashua Center.
Yeah, we are out of character. We already killed them. Why would we care about anything more about them?
Man, 9 really isn't the asshole in this group.
No.
A woman scorned.
It's not D either. D hasn't said anything.
D just creeping. That's all he does. He's just creeping.
So out of character, Steven kind of wants to do a thing right now, but I'm not sure.
God.
Gina tells Amanda, make sure he doesn't dance on the table.
Amanda would in character like mentally communicate with Steve and be like, dude, go easy on those go easy on those beers and keep cool.
He's like,
We're trying not to
but their story is so sad. I think they need a hug.
Oh my God.
Steven's just gonna make him. He's just gonna.
Shit.
He's making a move to stand up and go over to hug them. They said it in the telltale. So no one stop them. They're gonna give that gargoyle a hug.
Amanda telekinetically pushes him back into his seat.
Oh, you gotta resist that. You gotta roll that out.
That's
you gotta
true.
roll that out.
Okay.
Let's roll it out.
Can he take negatives because he's sloshed? Like his balance
I
is...
think he should take yeah.
Well, okay, so the
Drug
thing
Steven
is,
power up.
resisting that type of thing is
God.
strength or dodge, whichever is higher. And strength does not get negatively impacted by booze. So,
That's fair. That's fair.
so that will hit.
Okay.
Your what is your actual ranks in your telekinetic power?
Well, actually,
Let me check.
I can't dodge this then, huh?
What you?
It's going to hit.
Yeah, so it hits it will definitely hit, but now
Strength
you
roll?
try to not be controlled by it.
Nat 20. Nope.
Okay.
I've got 6 ranks.
Okay, that is not going to succeed.
So...
What, my
So,
telekinetic?
No, his resistance.
Oh, okay.
So the
I figured that.
telekinesis does what you want it to do.
Yeah.
We're doing a bio break over here for a second. So okay, so Coinless sits his ass back, like kinetically, he feels his ass like sitting back in the chair, and he's like in the sitting position. And Amanda says, Amanda doesn't say anything. She's just giving him a look of like,
What are you doing?
Steven's just gonna keep trying to reach his arms out.
And he's essentially stuck in the sitting position. No arms. His arms are
I think they need
there.
a hug.
All right. So what happens next, guys? Out of character. What are we doing next? Now we have this information. I mean, I know actually Chris is not here at the moment, so probably point us to that.
We're going to do things.
Terrible things.
I still want to test out. I want to test out to see if our implants
Well, I think that's the next
prevent
step.
us. So I want to stick my head into the bubble and have Hank pull me out.
Well, if you're invisible, we can't pull you out because we won't see you. That'd be awkward.
Hank can see me.
That's true. Hank can. And
Hank is the one person in my party, in our party,
That you know.
who can see.
And Hank is strong enough to move him.
That's true. So
We talked about this last session.
Out of character, Chris, what do we want to do here? Like now, I feel like we've talked to Demona and found out about the waterway, and
Well, it doesn't matter with the waterway
Well,
because they still lose their powers.
Well, I was gonna,
right. But
so what
we
I was
should probably
trying
try the bubble through the waterway, right?
Well, no. What I wanted to do is like get into her mind. She accepted about what unconsciously what you saw Nashua saw,
Right.
the prisoners, how many
okay.
guards, all that kind of.
All right.
Okay, so that's still going on, I guess. Yeah.
Yes.
He's Coleman is sitting his ass down.
Paw hands.
Yeah. So so that basically we're trying to get a layout of Nashua Center and anything else that and I'm only going to deal with Nashua Center details.
No, I don't. I didn't make that. I thought I did.
What the guards are equipped with, what kind of weapons.
Yeah, so what you're going to find out essentially is that you're going to get a bunch of info, various memories of waking up, having the experiments done on her in Nashua Center, kind of in this cell. It seems to never be more than like 3 people within her field of vision that she can be aware of at a time. But they're not always the same 3 people. But
Did she look normal?
no. She still looked like.
So she still looked like a group.
Well, I mean, she literally said that she was with the group and they raided, and she was. So no, this is not when she was turned into. This is well after she became.
Well, I think what he's asking is, if you didn't have powers, were you still mutated?
Ah, good point.
But yeah, so she still looked like a gargoyle.
Were the mutants around her inhibited anyway, like collars?
So there were no other mutants in that room. This is like a single cell with a surgical table that she's strapped to.
Oh, okay.
There aren't anybody else now. When you get to the part about her escaping, she does see some other people in some other cells, and there was I don't have it in front of me, Tripper. What I sent you about about that one room that you actually ended up in.
Oh, let me send it back to you.
No, I mean I don't have that window open. I don't have that tab open right now.
Oh,
I'd
so
have to go.
how would you like me to get you?
You can just describe it what I told you.
Okay.
Because what I told you was what you saw, so it's the same thing that I would say.
Well, you didn't give much description of the room itself.
It was just kind of large and with a lot of screens and stuff.
This doesn't even say that.
Right, I forgot to mention the room itself, but the room itself was mostly empty aside from places for the wires and stuff to go connect to.
Right. Okay, so right now I'm trying to well, I don't know how to describe the room itself because I don't have anything to describe from. So
Yeah, so
I can give more description of like the exit and everything.
Sure.
Yeah, there aren't any other mutants that she saw because she didn't really go into any of the other cells. But she did take a wrong turn and end up in a room and saw this mutant that Tripper can go ahead and describe.
All right. So it was a young woman with tubes and wires hooked up all over their body. It was such a complex thing that Demona didn't even have any idea how to start unhooking her.
Yeah.
So
she was kind of suspended off the ground, got the tubes and everything. The room itself is made of stone, kind of the same look as the cell that she was originally in. And then she ran off and continued looking for a way out. You are going to get a bit of information, like you come up through a building that appears to be a courthouse.
Yep.
You get outside, and it looks like a courthouse from the outside as well. There, you can see the wall there. It's near the courthouse. Demona ran a different way because there was a lot of security at the wall. There's some hiding out and some running. People keep apparently finding her. Like anytime she stops, they seem to be able to find her. Until she finds a building that has a busted out floor, and she finds and she goes down and finds the sewer line through there, or a storm drain area through there, and that's the first time that no one catches up with her. And then she goes out, follows that out through to a river, swims to safety. And that's as far as her permission is going to allow you to remember to access.
Yeah.
Is there a way to share the image of the woman in the room with D and see if he can make any heads or tails of how to get this lady disconnected with his like super technology stuff?
Did we see everything you saw?
I mean, you can choose how much of what you're seeing you share with the others.
Are you mentally broadcasting that to everybody, or
Yeah.
No.
Everybody within my group.
It's like a movie.
What do you think?
So we wanted you to do.
Now, being that this woman's hooked up in a special kind of room, share that with Dee and say, hey, can you make heads or tails of this technology? And if, obviously if, the gargoyle didn't know how to disconnect her, would you have any idea if we found her?
Sure. Well, roll a technology check. Yeah, that's a net.
Oh my god.
I don't know what to do with that.
Maxed out on his deck.
Literally as high as his tech can be at this rank.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you'll get some information.
Yep.
You said you're sharing this with the whole group?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on a second.
Even Steven, who wants to hug everybody.
Even Steve.
It makes me want to hug them more.
Makes you want to hug her whole head.
Yes.
Yeah, I figured you would have suspected, but I'm confirmed.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Tim, weird
You liking that
question.
keyboard?
Yes.
I'll wait till Tim's done.
Okay.
I'll wait till now. I didn't realize that was you typing.
Oh yeah.
I hear that clicking of a new keyboard there. Sounds pretty nice.
I
Clicky,
love this
clicky,
keyboard.
Backspace, backspace, backspace. Backspace.
You know, if you're going to nail a technology check, that's probably one of the better ones.
You know where it was manufactured. You know the supervisor on duty's name that day. You know where the components for the silica was mined in Africa.
You know Juan's blood pressure. Yeah.
I fit into it.
Where Tim's probably like, you son of a bitch, now I gotta type all this stuff out for you.
Chris doesn't know how to open a Slim Jim wrapper, by the way.
Aha. All right. Well,
Snap into a Slim Jim.
yeah, so this is my new keyboard.
Oh, no.
Yeah. That looks nice.
It is.
Oh, yeah.
It feels like I'm typing on a typewriter, and it kind of looks like it.
I was gonna say the clicks sound nice.
Yeah. I was only torn between this and one other keyboard because this one doesn't have a number pad.
Has the emojis.
It has the emojis. I've programmed them to do. I've linked the keys to do other things. I don't use them for emojis. They're copy, cut, paste, screenshot.
He's not enough. He's not enough of a millennial.
Yeah, and I'm an older millennial. Thank you. So I'm right at the beginning of the millennials. So anyway.
Oh, hi.
Yeah, it is fancy. I love it.
Tim typed something to me. I didn't even notice.
Yeah.
I thought he was typing to you.
No, I was.
Well, he typed for me, but he gave me like one sentence, and the rest of the manuscript that he typed up just now.
Yeah.
All right, so Tim, my
You got
question.
a 40 nat, like he's got to tell you like everything there is to know.
So on Damona's sheet, under toughness, she has 5 in miscellaneous. What is that from?
That is from protection on the second page.
Okay, that's what I thought, but I can't make heads or tails of how that works.
Protection adds to toughness, but it goes under miscellaneous, so you don't pay for it twice.
But then there's impervious on there.
That means that for any damage that is.
How much is it?
So if you take damage and the damage rank is 5 or lower, you don't roll. You just automatically succeed.
Okay.
So if you increase her toughness, that number increases as well.
Okay. I didn't.
I don't think you want to disconnect.
Yeah.
Actually, no, wait. I increased her stamina, so now her total of toughness and...
Right, but it's only protection. So the impervious only affects your ranks in protection. So however many ranks in protection you have, if the damage is equal to or lower than that number, you don't have to roll, you just automatically succeed.
Okay.
So as I was telling the offline group, when they were talking about this, you have impervious 5 protection, and assault rifle does 5 damage. So you shrug off assault rifles. Unless they increase the damage.
Shrugs off assault rifles? That's not good.
That's probably... if that's not a power that goes away, that's how she escaped.
Oh, that would make sense.
Dee thinks that we probably don't want to disconnect that lady.
Amanda would telepathically ask why.
It doesn't seem like they would survive being disconnected.
Who? The person connected to the wires?
Mm-hmm.
The woman with the wires? Or Nashua?
Person connected to the wires.
What do the wires do for?
Lots of them keep her alive.
Okay. Why is she connected? Do you know? Where she? Does that technology tell you anything about?
So
What
the technology.
is the technology?
The technology roll was limited by the amount of information that Demona actually saw.
Right.
So, like, getting that roll while standing in front of the tech is one thing. Getting that roll while getting a snapshot from somebody else's memory that wasn't really paying attention to the wiring is
Right.
quite a different matter.
I'm trying to remember out of character. I'm trying to remember back. I showed him the drawing that I made of, no, I showed the other group the drawing.
That's true. You showed the other group, yeah. You haven't shown them yet.
I haven't shown this group, but I mentioned the woman of the wires to them before, though. I believe I have. I've mentioned the woman of the wires to you, your group, right? Or this group? I think so.
I think so.
I think in Extra Life. Anyways, I would mention I've seen this woman before in telepathically. She's on life support. I don't know much about her, but I know I've been guessing that she's in Nashua Center. It seems like that's the case since we have first-hand account. I don't know how she's linked into all this.
Dee's not unplugging her. Dee's not going to be euthanizing people, even though you guys think that he would.
Only because she's not big government.
Yes, the convicted cult leader,
Terrorist,
convicted of murder, terrorist, suddenly has a heart. He's like a tidbit.
And Dee's heart grew 3 sizes.
There's no justice in there's no justice in disconnecting her.
Well, that's not really our goal today.
Unless she is pleading for us to disconnect her.
Amanda's only guess in character, my only guess is that she is related to the defensive systems that they have going on currently. She's either like a hive mind or she controls defenses. I don't know. That's my guess. I have nothing. Why would they have an unconscious woman plugged into wires in Nashua Center, but there's no mutants?
Because she's playing Sword Art Online.
Okay.
Now,
okay.
Well, real quick, Amanda, you may recall. Actually, give me an awareness check. Let me see if you recall.
Oh Jesus! So Amanda's awareness check is how big does Eric take notes check? All right, hold on.
All right, yeah, no, you don't remember that. Okay.
Garbage. Should I use a reroll on this? I feel like I should. No?
I mean, that's up to you.
I'm gonna use a reroll.
Okay.
I'm gonna use a reroll. Let's see how.
Okay.
Well,
all right.
Oh, Tim, and that reminds us. So, question for you. So, with the thing where if it's a 10 or is it 9 or below or 10 or below, you add 10 to it, right?
If it's 10 or below, you add 10 to it.
Below 10.
Does that?
Or if it's below 10, yeah.
Okay. Does that apply to
so if it's 11.
Does that apply to the dice itself before modifiers or after modifiers?
That is after modifiers. Is how we've been doing that.
Okay. Because then I'm thinking
if
in
your
some
total, if your total is under 10, you add 10.
Okay. Because I was thinking in some cases, then you would never have to add if your base stats are high enough.
Right.
So it wouldn't make a difference.
Right.
So the higher level you are, the less valuable that becomes. The way I read it in the rules, though, it makes it think like it's the die. We may want to look at that.
I can take a look at it.
I award Coinless a hero point for wanting to hug Demona.
Wow. Friendship is very important.
It's alcohol-induced friendship, though. Like he's the I love you, man. Like he's that guy.
Speaking of alcohol,
oh Lord above.
There's some things that I'm just thinking about. Eric knows, but I'm thinking.
No, I physically restrained you to your chair.
Wait, what? Oh boy, story here.
It's just question. It's just I'm very tempted.
Steven better not start trying to mark his territory.
That is a thing that I know for a fact those characters have said to Amanda.
Amanda is sitting there drinking her beer, but telepathically saying to the guys, Jay and Ava mentioned, we were comparing, I was comparing notes with Jay and Ava about this woman with the wires and all that. And they, in their world, their woman with the wires wants their help. And somehow she's got some connection to the cameras, the video feed. I said that in character. And it's telepathically.
But that's their reality.
True. Now let's not talk about what goes on in their reality. There's some shit going down there. But it's something. I mean, right now, I don't think the woman in wires really changes what we're doing here.
I'm going to go and stick my head in.
These desires go stick at him. So Amanda would talk to GMB telepathically and be like, "Are we done here? I think we should just leave Demona to her alcohol and her newfound fortune, and let's just be on our way."
I think we should bring them along.
I also got a scary suspicion that Steven is reaching his limits of how much alcohol
I feel kind of weird.
Right now.
I'm really tempted to call her Demona.
Did you say that in character?
Yeah.
Of course not. You said that in character telepathically?
Yes.
Amanda's like, and I'm going, excuse me, I gotta use the bathroom. Like, she says that out loud, like, she goes, she starts scooting up, and she says, telepathically to Gina, hey, you want to close up? I gotta take Steven out here before he gets too drunk and it gets complicated.
I'll ask the gargoyle, the Mona, hey, if you're looking for more gold, we could certainly use your help, somebody with your skills.
Amanda escorts Steven out of the bar.
Steven begins to wobble. And
Gina says, we could certainly use your help based on the company that we're currently keeping.
I'm gonna let's see. How do I use GM chat? I get a /W.
/W space GM, I think.
Okay.
But it's important to note, anyone who is currently signed in as a GM will see it. So what you actually want to do is
I'm logged out.
/W space Tim is going to be more.
Okay. Is T?
More private.
More direct.
Okay.
All right. So to the question, I got like.
And select me in the drop-down menu, and then type your message.
Okay.
All right. So there's more gold in it for me if I come and help you beat some heads in of the people who captured me, tied me up, and tortured me. You say right?
Correctamundo.
Son of a bitch.
Has Amanda dragged? Son of a bitch, I'm at. Amanda would telepathically say, Gina, seriously, we're gonna let her along.
It's either that or the drunk dog.
The drunk dog is kind of our dog because we wanted a mascot, and here we are.
Okay, well, she's
not taking care of the dog. Like we talked about.
One of you are going to be sticking your head in because I'm not revealing myself to her. So
well,
you're going to have a different place.
She doesn't have to be within your eye shot when you do it.
And Hank won't reappear if she's with us too. I am guessing.
Yeah, but Dean never appears for anything. He interrogates people invisibly, apparently. So have some courage. Go.
So this whole plan of us testing out the bubble is not gonna pan out.
We don't need her to be around for testing the bubble. We just need her for when we.
Where's she gonna be? Hey, can you walk over there?
Stay in the Humvee. Stay in the Humvee.
Oh my God.
I mean, in fairness, out of character, Trip is playing Demona, so if we don't bring her along, like Trip's gonna like not be part of the session. So kind of.
Well, I mean,
could always return.
That's not really how you should be. Like the characters are deciding based on whether or not they want Demona to be there, not whether or not they're playing.
Yeah, Dee's like, I object.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I'll let Amanda's babysitting Steven and dragging him outside to the Humvee.
And Steven is kind of slowly, he's like kind of like dragging his hand along the door. It's like, no, I
All right, buddy.
He's very.
I'll try for you for one day.
Demona's also a gargoyle, so she can fly behind us and not be in the Humvee to steal it.
What's Hank's thoughts on all this?
Okay.
Hank is okay with the idea of bringing Demona along. You know, it seems like we're gonna need help.
Okay.
If we run into any problems there.
So Steven's outside now, and the thing is, he kind of is really sick, and is like, I don't feel too good at all. And he kind of vomits a bit on the ground.
Amanda goes, ah!
And then he teeters back, and he trips. And I'm gonna kind of like, he's just outside the bar, right? And then he trips backwards.
Okay.
And I was going to activate the thing, Eric.
Okay, go for it.
So
Say what now?
Steven kind of drunkenly accidentally activates one of his powers. And he kind of trips back and he activates growth.
Okay. How many ranks do you have in growth?
12.
Okay. So.
Oh, I see what's going on. Okay.
That's significant.
Is this like Ant-Man?
He's going kaiju form.
So, yeah.
That's what it boils down to.
He's outside the bar, right?
Yeah, he's outside the bar.
So that's going to increase 3 size ranks, which is what I thought.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so that means that humans are normally size rank -2, which tops out about 6 feet. So you can now be anywhere kicking around 60 feet tall.
Yeah, he's going max.
Glad this happened outside the bar.
Well, he's falling backwards.
I can
towards the bar.
Do not fall on the Humvee.
Steven is falling towards the bar. Drunkenly
falling
slipping
towards the ball?
backwards.
No.
All right.
Slipping back.
Give me a toughness check.
Okay.
Do count in that. Okay.
Me?
Okay. So real quick, you're gonna want to make sure that you have certain things written down on your sheet here. We might actually.
I think it's in your notes section.
Right. But one of the things that's important to note here is that you gain you're going to gain a plus 12 to your stamina.
Yeah.
So
And
make
12
sure
to
you
math.
make sure you keep that. So make sure you have that plus 12 in there when you make your toughness check.
Okay. So let's see. How would I do?
So that would be the miscellaneous.
Across some stamina. Yeah.
Toughness,
you type in
miscellaneous.
No, not toughness.
Oh yeah,
Stamina.
stamina. Sorry. Stamina miscellaneous 12.
Yes.
Okay. So that's 16, and gonna make stamina. For just stamina roll?
Well,
Or
hold on a
tough-
second. Let me look at your sheet real quick because
You're
this is
doing toughness.
your,
Toughness,
your
right?
Oh, okay.
total. Your total thing is still limited by power level limits, which is currently 18. So if that puts you at
Isn't it 20?
I thought it was 20.
It's 20 because we're
is
across
everybody
the board. We're 10.
It's exactly.
Well, except for coinless.
except for coinless, and that means that your average is 9 point something.
Oh, okay. Because I thought we were over that.
Oh, I thought we were over that. So my technology roll was
Yeah, so you
one
can
less.
it always rounds down. And since if anybody in the party is lower than 10, then the average is going to be lower than 10. So
Dagnabbit, coinless.
you're only going
Sorry.
to be able. It's okay. You're only going to be able to take the benefit of. You're only gonna, so you don't lose much. There.
Yeah, you don't lose much. You lost.
Wait, no, I'm sorry. That was the wrong number. That's what you need. Okay, there you go.
There you go.
So now
Bam.
you can roll toughness.
Which is
Okay. Yeah, so you're fine.
That was a lot of work for you're fine.
Yeah.
Rolled a 19.
Well, when you
Bam.
put your head through a bar and a bar back and a wall, you have to roll toughness.
Okay, hold on. I got a.
I feel like that's a pretty decently understood standing rule.
So 60 feet tall is like 4 stories high. So
Yeah. Now the room itself, like if his head is going through the wall, his feet aren't. Like it's not that small of a room. You know what I mean? So yeah, there is definitely structural damage to the building.
Amanda's like, dear sweet Jesus. She sees Steven.
So,
Steven has become like the Jolly Green Giant all of a sudden, and she's just like, what the fuck? Like,
the bartender is swearing at you and demanding that you leave. Get smaller and then leave. The other patrons have run.
It's bad for business.
Steven's struggling to get up. Still large.
Yeah, Gina's sort of like looking out from the broken bar saying, all right, Gargoyle, ready to go?
I'm gonna need a lot of gold for this one.
I'll be right back, guys.
I'm going to need a lot of margaritas for this one.
Did someone say drinks?
No. No.
Amanda will be like, how about you turn back to normal and get in the car?
I'll have to make literal Goldschlager.
Nice.
How do I get small?
I don't know. Just think the opposite of what you just did.
Think small. Okay.
Think small.
Small. Small.
Is Steven standing on his legs or on 2 feet right now, or is he like?
He's kind of just
lying on the ground.
he's kind of like looking up from he's kind of like hunching forward a bit as he's lying on the ground. Like,
Is he on his back or is he on?
yeah,
like,
he's still
all
on his
fours?
back.
Does growing bigger reduce effects on you?
It reduces your dodge and and your stealth checks because now you're a fucking 4-story
Is
building.
the amount of alcohol in him
I feel like it's
the
scaled
amount
up.
that he was?
Actually, his fortitude's nutso right now, so but
It just kind
I
of
would
goes
imagine
away.
the alcohol, yeah, like his fortitude's crazy.
Does the amount of alcohol system increase when he increases?
I mean
Right.
I mean, that's a Tim question, I think, but like I would imagine ultimately if you were drunk or buzzed and you grew to kaiju levels, that you would still be a buzzed kaiju.
Yeah.
It
would just be like
any future beers would be like nothing because they would be like a drop of alcohol in your tongue.
Mm-hmm.
But like the current alcohol in your blood would still be there. That'd be my interpretation. So Amanda's staring at this 4-story tall kaiju just lying on his back next to the bar, going like, "What the fuck?" And Steven, if you don't get yourself up, like, I don't know how we're gonna do this. You realize how big you are right now?
Okay.
I'm gonna be like, oh,
fucking new guy.
fine, fuck this.
Fucking new guy.
Let's see. I gotta wait till Tim gets back. I don't know if she's strong enough to literally drag him out of there. Demona might.
Oh, I don't think so.
I don't know how
He's
heavy.
4-story tall.
I have a mass of 12.
She has a strength.
He's a mass of 12. He's
she has a strength of 8. Okay, so we'll see.
I don't know. I don't think a strength of 8 is gonna. Well, we'll see. Actually, we can look that up in the book. Let's look it up. Strength of 8.
Yeah, strength of 0 is like a 50 pounds. So let me see here.
Here, I'm looking it up now.
Going to the tables. Rank of 8. That is 6 tons.
What's your mass level at Coinless?
12 for. I don't know if it modifies base mass and if what the base mass or character is.
Base mass. So you were a normal human being. So,
yeah, I was like 6.
You were like 100. I think you were like 190 pounds initially.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know what I gotta look at the table for this. Where's the table? Let's see if it's right back there. All right, mass modifier. So size rank. Oh, it's kilograms. God damn it. I don't know. That's a Tim question. We'll wait for Tim. Mentally, I would talk to D and be like, maybe you should go on ahead and check out that bubble thing while we figure out this whole Steven drunk lying on the ground, drunk kaiju lying on the ground situation.
It's the ultimate trial. How to deal
that
with
would be just a D.
Powers.
This would be.
You would still need to go with Hank.
With who?
Hank.
Oh. Okay.
So I can lift big things for you guys.
Hey.
Are you saying that in character?
Out of character.
That's right.
Steve.
We have the Jolly Green Giant with us now.
Yeah.
Get to work, mule.
If you just imagine it,
right.
dude.
Why don't you just pick up the Humvee and just walk us there? That'd be great.
I mean, I imagine I could throw you guys pretty far. If you need like someone to like.
All of us here.
Stop slamming your beer down, man.
I'm effectively
a beard down.
A siege weapon.
You are a siege weapon.
Keep putting it in your little bowl there.
I think I just imagining like Steven dual wielding ballistas, like miniature, like miniature.
That's right. That's your slingshots. Those are your slingshots.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, ballistas would be crossbows.
Mm.
Oh, you're right. Ballistas would be crossbows.
Yes.
Crossbows are kind of just more advanced slingshots.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. So what's the plan? So we're going to. Who's going to test out what? You're going to test out the bubble, but you don't want people watching you.
I don't want Demona watching.
Why don't you want Demona watching?
Because Demona doesn't know that I'm a member of your group. and I'd like to keep it that way.
Tim probably had children problems. Children problems are usually what cause delays, which is why Matt's always late, because he is a child.
Oh, does he? I didn't even know that.
No, he is a child.
Oh. No.
I can get away with saying that.
All right, I'm
I would
gonna
say it to his face.
step away for a minute. There.
All right, I got to put out the trash tomorrow. Chris, let me know when the group gets back. I'll be off.
Okay.
Oh, I guess I will. It's break time.
Go into the bathroom. They go outside.
Now that everyone's gone, it's time for me to practice my opera singing. Joking.
Penny pranked me last week. So now I'm going to try to get her back by scaring her with this stick, but we'll see how that goes. What?
Just a heads up. It's coming through the mic. I don't know if it's the...
Did I hear screaming, or was that in here?
I think it was... I don't know what it was from, but I think it was from a video.
Okay, but to say, why the hell are there children in my house? Oh my god, that was not disconcerting at all. Ugh.
I'm just happy I didn't accidentally have to make someone make a save to not be crushed. I feel like this could work well. Just gotta hope no one gets crushed.
Now I see where things were going.
Oh. Beautiful. What is that?
Garage door. I think that's Eric's garage door.
Tim must be having big problems.
Hope everything's okay.
Nothing yet?
No, nothing yet.
And I'm back. Okay, got it. So you, Coinless, you've just convinced Amanda that you can't hold your liquor at all, and
That's kind of what I was going for.
okay.
I'm really curious. I'm gonna look that up. I probably won't get any good results for can dogs handle alcohol?
Oh boy.
Probably not.
Good night, Dave.
I'm sure someone's tested that.
Yeah, we were having an issue with the
Dave
child,
is not
sorry.
with us. No worries. Dave is not with us, but everyone else is here.
So,
All right.
Tim, important question: how much does Stephen weigh right now?
Oh, well, presumably his weight will also go up.
Mass plus 12.
Plus
That's
12?
same as strength. Yeah, same as with stamina and strength.
Oof, really?
Well, hold on a second. That doesn't.
Sweet.
Let me check.
That seems a little odd. Let me check.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Probably.
I have the weight of a black hole.
You definitely don't. Let me see.
Yeah, every rank adds a rank to your mass. So yeah,
All right.
every rank of
One rank to your mass. Okay. Hold on a
yeah.
second.
So GC is plus 12 of mass.
All right. Let me check that then. Go to the table.
Write this down, Pointless. So you now know your heft because this is going to come up.
Oh, I should write down how heavy I am, not just in mass.
Yeah. Well, when Tim gives you the answer, write it down so you know how heavy you weigh in your kaiju form.
Okay. Am I able to write things? Yes, I can. I can write things in my.
In the little note
growth.
section.
I was just in my growth area. I would just write it in there.
That's fine too.
Yeah.
That's fine.
That seems like too much.
Actually, can I steal one of the vitamin wires? Yeah.
What?
Can I take one of those vitamin wires?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
That does that. Okay, so. Hold on a second.
I can also apparently lift like a building.
Yeah, you can lift like a single family house kind of building.
Okay, so according to this and your base mass, you now weigh 380 tons.
300.
No.
That sounds too high to me.
380. Okay, let me do some.
He's a 4-story building.
Yeah,
I am 60 feet.
Let's see.
Hold on a second.
I mean, I guess I don't feel like that's.
Does
That's
a
horrible.
4-story building weigh?
Well, I mean, it probably depends. I can lift a 4-story building, but my mass is a bit smaller, I think.
How many tons did you say?
It says can lift up the equivalent of 800 tons.
No, how much do you weigh? How much
I weigh 380 tons.
Well, that is based on what the book says for what growth does, but that number just seems way too high.
Eric was when we were talking about it, definitely said that it's a very good power for its cost.
No,
He's a big boy.
he's a big boy. I mean, I whether
I
or
am
not that's
kaiju.
practical or not, but that it seems like what the book
So
Right.
important question.
Well, here's the
stats
thing.
are.
Here's the thing, though.
If you want to nerf that or whatever, that's
Yeah,
that's, your
the
fault.
thing is, you went from a size. So okay, it was a 10-fold increase in your height because you went from the 6 feet category to the 60 feet category. So it's times 10. But you went from, but the multiplier applied to mass is way more. Like I understand it should be more than 10 times, but it's
Substantially, yeah.
But it's so much more. It's like we're going from the 200 pound to the 400 tons. Like I mean, even just
I have become kaiju.
if it was like
You broke the GM.
if it was like 11 ranks, you would be at 2,000 times increase. You see what I'm saying? and you're double that. Like this is a 4,000 times increase for a 10 times increase in height.
So,
and
so
I don't
what
think
does
that
the
I don't
weight
think the math
do?
actually bears that out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna nerf that. I'm gonna make it every 2 ranks of growth. Gives you a rank in mass. So you're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you're closer to 1, 2, 6.
I feel like it's still going to be a ridiculous number.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be a lot. It's 5.7 tons.
Only 5.7.
Oh, 5.7? That's not bad. I mean, the Humvee weighs more than him.
It sure perks up.
Well, I hate to say it, but like the Humvee's like 8 tons, so like
The Humvee's 8
5.7
tons.
might be a. Yeah, so
that does seem
Jolly
low.
Green Giant should probably. Yeah, Jolly Green Giant should probably weigh more than the Humvee. I know,
How
Tim.
much does
I
the Humvee
apologize.
weigh?
However you want to handle this, it weighs 8 tons because it's a fully loaded Humvee.
Okay, I mean, it's a fully loaded armored Humvee with like a big gun on
Right.
the top of it and bulletproof armor all over it and all this other stuff that adds a lot of weight to it. Whereas he's still just made of like fleshy bits and hollow space.
Bone is stronger than concrete.
Bone, okay, that's true.
But not due to density.
Bone isn't structurally denser than concrete, though.
I love how we get into these philosophical.
Like,
He's not bad. He's just big boned.
Water's
All right. Well,
not heavy.
we'll just assume that.
Assign a number, we'll go with it. That's just the way we'll do
Yeah.
it. Whatever you want.
Yeah, he weighs 5.7
We'll assume
tons.
that Demona cannot pick him up.
5.7 tons.
Okay.
I can pick
There's
him
the
up.
number. Write it down.
Can you really?
Pointless.
Yes, I can.
What's-
I'm going to drag.
What's your strength?
8.
8?
Can I like still lift it?
Maybe in comic book world, ridiculous weight
Oh.
next to
Okay,
ridiculous
yeah,
strength
that
kind of
is-
balances out.
So, yeah, she can move a maximum of 6 tons. She can lift a maximum
Yes.
of 6 tons.
So I'm
That's
just
why
gonna
Trip perks up.
drag.
He's like,
I'm just gonna drag his drunk ass out of the building.
Out of the building, he would have. He probably decimated the building.
no,
Away
building
from the
survived a toughness
building.
check.
Oh.
it took
Okay.
structural damage, and now that's why we're asked to leave.
Oh, okay.
See, we didn't have a bar fight in the bar.
You fought the bar.
I was.
Yeah. That's a first
The
for the bar,
bartender
I'm
is
just
going to
saying.
tell you,
Stunned.
you leave those golden cups. Like, you
Hey,
can
this
make
ain't
more of
my
those.
fault. No, you make new ones. These are mine.
Oh boy.
Head lady, just turn the rubble into gold. I don't care. These are mine. I'm taking this. To deal with you people.
So
I'm
I
gonna
feel
need
like
more.
it's thematically correct for Steven to have a second bout of nausea.
Second bout nausea. Kaiju
Oh,
nausea.
God.
Oh gosh.
Dee's not going to stick around. Dee's going to ask Hank if he wants to test out the bubble.
So as Steve,
Amanda's flying up into the air in substantial ways, and just like, this isn't going to go over well.
so Steven kind of goes "Hit,
So,
hit," and then he begins to shrink, and then he goes to human size, and then he keeps shrinking, and he's here tiny, and so
oh God.
Tripper
Amanda
in-
notices that he's shrinking, and then goes to like fly down and scoop him up.
well, I think he's still in Tripper's hand.
Oh,
So Tripper,
no.
in your hand, how did you grab me?
I was grabbed you by the ankle and yanked you out. I wasn't holding you. I was dragging you.
So
Well, okay,
Well,
so it's worth
eventually-
noting that his head went through the wall. His
Oh.
feet are still inside the building.
Oh, I
If you
thought
grab
like
by
half
the
his
ankle.
torso went through the wall.
No, it was like head and shoulders.
Well, I still drag his head out of the building.
knees and toes and toes.
So
Mostly so he doesn't stand up in the building and knock the rest of it over.
So Tim,
Yes.
about the growing stats. So basically, now it's the inverse, and
Yeah.
now it's the shrinking stats.
He's gonna try to break Tim tonight. That's pointless, John.
No,
So eventually, I'm
I do
just
know
going
how
to be
that works.
holding him
Yeah.
up. He's going to be held upside down
Now,
by
how many
a
ranks
leg.
in shrinking do you have?
I have 12 ranks in shrinking.
Okay, so that's fun because that makes you smaller than.
I think it makes you like an inch.
Hank.
You're Hank sized. You're
No,
Hank sized.
he's smaller than Hank.
It's like Ant-Man.
Smaller than Hank.
So also Tripper
no,
might have a
it's
tiny
not.
bit of vomit on his hand.
Yeah, you are Hank sized.
You tiny little motherfucker.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna
Wow.
hug you.
I just drop you from like.
I was going for a hug.
I remind the gargoyle about all the gold.
Hey, he puked
All
on
right,
my
we
hand.
pay well. We pay well.
I think he deserves a little gravity.
I don't think I actually take any damage because I my mass doesn't change. I'm still normal.
No, your
Wait.
mass changes.
Because if you increase to 5.5 tons when you got big, you'll definitely decrease when you get small.
I don't
There's
think
not
I
a floor.
I think it's Ant-Man physics.
It
I
is
think
Ant-Man.
Again, I think
So,
the game.
according to the game, it is
the game-
Ant-Man's physics, but you're not gonna weigh like 5.7 tons. You're
Well, no, I
undoing
meant like
the
average
growth.
human size. Like I still weigh like 190 pounds.
I have been treating it though as though you lose weight, but like I'm not applying that to any like
So just like
Ant-Man logic.
weight.
Ant-Man logic says that the reason you still do the same amount of damage is that your weight doesn't decrease.
Okay.
But that's obviously a lie because Ant-Man can ride on an ant, and
Oh,
ant
yeah.
can't hold human weight.
Correct.
Ant-Man. So like, yeah, it's that claim in the game is not, or in the comics and the movies is not accurate, even within those movies. But I'm treating it as though it does, because I mean, can you imagine trying to make a pixie-sized character that if you sit on somebody's shoulder, you crush them? Like,
that sounds
no, that's
entertaining,
fair.
actually.
like no comics do that. So
Imagine if you just like had a density perk and you like shrunk down to the size of Adam, and then you just like climbed up to like the top of someone's head, and then just crunch by mass increase.
yeah.
Make yourself weigh 800 tons, weight at the size of a marble.
You just Goomba
Yeah.
stomp them.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, we are treating it as though you lose mass, even though the book doesn't
Yeah.
list it.
But just not like punching mass, but just like weight mass.
Yeah, you do lose punching just because
yeah,
you
yeah,
do
strength,
take
you're
minuses
right.
to strength, but it's not because of any of that. But you do lose weight.
But anyhow, I drop a 3-inch tall person from 4 feet in the air. What check does he have to do for toughness or whatever?
Nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, falling
All
damage
right, so
doesn't
I'm
scale
asking
when you shrink.
What?
Hank if he wants to help me test the bubble.
He's been asking
Yeah.
for 15 minutes.
Hank is
Dave
like,
just
yes,
wants to get one thing accomplished.
let's do that. And then if it works,
So-
are we gonna do the other thing with them?
Wait, what?
Well, I
Sure.
mean, there was talk about going into the city and having her help with that. I gather we're testing first.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Let's do this.
Okay.
So I'll give Hank some coordinates. We're gonna appear outside of Nashua Center because we gotta do some scouting to see where a safe area
So if you suddenly
around
appear,
the wall.
you suddenly appear, you're not going to immediately die.
Yeah. That's right.
Okay, so
So,
let's see here.
We'll do some scouting while we wait for the group. But we leave the Humvee for them. They can figure out what they're going to do with that.
Amanda would hop in the Humvee and be Gina and Steven. Well, we would throw Steven in the bag, and then Gina, Demora.
I can fly at 60 miles an hour, so I don't need to be in the Humvee if we're traveling.
Okay.
All right, so.
Well, you can also just portal.
Well, we'll portal drive when you get the signal, but we'll sit in the Humvee listening to tunes in the meantime.
All right, so we're scouting around the walls.
Yeah.
Okay. So the southern wall area, which is essentially like all of. Oh, I need to zoom in some here.
So the side towards the
hospital.
The hospital.
Yeah. So that area.
Yeah.
Is it's all, the whole thing is real wall, but at that point it is like mostly buildings and then wall built between buildings. There is a massive gate. There is a massive gate right about there, kind of where you see it bend there.
Is that the same gate that Vanna went to?
No, she came from the north.
Oh shit, I'm on the wrong map.
Oh yeah, if you're signed in on DM mode, you don't automatically move maps when I move.
How do I change map? How do I change map?
At the top, there's a little thing that, like a gray thing with a page. It says page toolbar. It might not be gray. Remember that I don't know what color things are. We're on online local now.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
So,
all right.
So that area.
Is there does there appear to be? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
There's there's guards and there's guards. There's a checkpoint there. There's cameras and guns on the wall. There's cameras and guns on the wall basically everywhere. But the gate does have a higher concentration of them. That is a gate on a road. On a major road that goes into Nashua Center and connects it to the hospital district. As you go around the corners, this wavy bit at the top is along a riverbank.
Okay.
All but one bridge that goes across the river has been destroyed. So you can kind of see that white road that comes down from Old Nashua and then connects right above the H.
Yep.
There's another major gate there. That is the one that Amanda has tried to go to. That gate is actually on the other side of the river from Nashua Center. There's the bridge, and then there's like the checkpoint and everything like that is on the northern bank. But the guns and everything are again on the wall.
Where is the thing? Where's the outflow that Demona came out of?
It's in the river. It's actually underwater. It is over here by the A in Nashua Center.
Okay.
All right. Are there any blind spots? Maybe. Can I do a perception check?
You can.
All right. Hey, that's a good roll.
That is a good roll. There are blind spots from the people at the gates. There do not appear to be any blind spots from the cameras. However, the cameras don't seem to be paying particular attention to you right now.
Well, he's invisible, right?
You're invisible.
Oh, yeah, you're invisible, so yeah.
They're definitely not paying particular attention to him.
That checks out. Yeah.
Yeah.
If they were paying attention to him, that would be worrisome.
Go to the area where we perceive the biggest blind spots to be for guards and guns.
So that's actually going to be fairly. I mean, the guns are with the cameras, so if the cameras can see you, the guns can see you, and there aren't any blind spots from the cameras.
Now, are these automated guns or soldiers with guns?
They appear to be automated.
Interesting.
Oh, jeez.
Can anybody with
They're automated.
Anybody with remote technical powers can disable them?
Not at this party.
Like Cyberpunk.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the person you want to ask for
I don't
that
have
Ava.
technology.
is Ava.
Oh, it's Ava.
Or
But she
just,
can't be invisible, so.
Right.
He's right now building an AI.
Of course.
All right. We can tell where the boundary of the shield is, right?
There isn't like any visible shield. There's just the wall. Like, there's not like a visible force field that you can bump up against or anything. It's just wall.
Well then, I'll ask Hank if he has any ideas. Do you see anything special?
Yeah, no.
With your fun vision?
No, I don't see anything that I don't think you can see.
And how high are the walls?
2 stories. The guns and cameras aren't all on top of the wall, like some of them are in the wall or out on the outside of it.
Okay, so we can't.
You can't rely on if you're close enough to the wall. They can't look down at you, because they can.
Well, I might have to fly.
I thought you were flying already.
I am flying, but I'm not like. I'm flying like not 2 stories up though.
Yeah, I mean,
you want to fly up and over?
Well, I want to fly like up and slowly towards.
Are you asking in character?
No, I'm
okay.
So yeah, Dee's gonna fly up.
All right, Hank's gonna stay with you
to like about where like the wall ends, so I'm slightly above that, and I'm slowly gonna fly forward with my hand out.
Oh gosh.
All right.
With your hand out? That's okay.
All right.
Does anything feel strange?
No.
Keep on flying forward. Anything feel strange?
No.
I'm over the wall now, I guess. Does anything feel strange?
If you keep going, yeah, you will eventually get to where the wall is behind you, and you don't feel anything having happened.
Be like, Hank, do you feel anything?
No. Should I?
Did Hank go with you, or did Hank stay outside just in case?
Hank was staying with him so that he could catch him.
Oh yeah. But he has to be close enough to me to be able to pull me out too.
Yeah. So he's staying close enough that he can. And I mean, remember, his reach isn't
Why are
great.
you two talking?
Yep.
What if they both got knocked out?
He has a communicator. We both have communicators.
Hank was behind him.
Okay.
So if he got knocked out, Hank would,
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, that makes sense.
Okay,
So
so
as you're
can
both
I
flying over the
land
base-
on top of the wall?
Yes.
And is it this wall like go all the way around?
Yeah. I mean, it incorporates buildings and existing structures, and so there are places where it's not strictly wall, but yes.
Okay.
So it's like the Great Wall of China, just thrown on there.
So I guess I'll communicate to the guys. I'm like, guys, I'm on top of the wall and nothing's happened.
So was what was happening ever fully explained to Demona, like why they were able to do this? I don't think it was.
No.
I'm like, okay.
No,
So
we're not going to explain that.
What? How the?
Demona's not there right
I
now.
don't know.
Wait, who's there right now? It's just Hank and D. Like the rest of us are all by the Humvee, right?
Oh no, he would have communicated. I wouldn't have heard it. Right. I don't have a communicator, so I'm clueless.
Yeah. So
Does the Humvee have
she's
a
completely out.
No,
Okay,
we're cheap. We didn't buy
No.
that's right. That's just the APC.
Right.
I'm on top of the wall, guys.
I mean, we have a communicator, but okay, can anyone see you?
I'm still invisible. There are no guns pointed at me.
Try landing inside. Well, what's the plan now? Are you so you're on the wall? Amanda's communicating right back, so you're on the wall.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you feel comfortable enough to try inside the wall and landing and seeing how it goes?
I'll look at Hank. You comfortable?
Let's do it.
All right. So D will slowly descend on the inside of the wall in Nashua Center.
Okay.
Tim's just gonna, and you're dead.
Possibly. Tune in next week for
He's
when we do
laughing
a
because
rescue
it's
mission for
true.
me and
So,
Hank.
where did you come in?
Yeah. We're by the front gate, like here. Here.
Oh, the old Nashua gate, or the hospital gate?
Yeah.
I gave you 2 options.
Hospital gate.
Okay. All right. So.
Yeah, the hospital. Yeah.
Wait, you're coming in through the old hospital gate?
Yeah, because that was where we had determined that was had the
hospital gate. So you're coming into the hospital gate, not old National gate.
Right. It had the highest
sure.
area of blind spots from guards.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
And you fallen knocked out. Roll a fortitude check. Crap.
So yeah,
So
what
good.
you see is a pretty bustling part of the city. You definitely have like what appears to be a courthouse in front of you and to your left. People are working and running around and stuff like that.
What time of day is this?
Oh, you know what? It wouldn't be very active because you were supposed to meet Demona in the evening. So
in the evening, yep.
So it's probably later in the day. So the courthouse doesn't look like it's open. And there's not really people like coming in and out of that. But you can see people further down the street. You know, going to like
outside,
and
like
stuff.
Now that we're inside the gates, is there like I'm assuming all the guns are pointed outwards.
Yes.
So there's like I'm guessing that inside the gates, like inside, it's less defended.
Appears to be.
Amanda would say over the communicator, well, at the very least, we've just shattered their world because the moment Nashua Center figures out that mutants can get into their borders, is going to ruin their day. Because they've been comfortably thinking that their citizens are completely safe from mutants, and we just broke that theory for them.
Isn't that a bad thing?
So
Let's go.
So do you want
to
scout out there?
Do we want a paranoid?
Because you're in there. I mean, no, I don't think we want to do that yet. But I think that's the win out of all this. At the worst case scenario, we're going to ruin a place that's that's proud of their wall.
Would the worst case situation be mass genocide of mutants?
Oh. No.
Well.
No.
No, but they don't have the ability to do that. At least we don't think so.
You never got to the point where you were scanned, though.
You mean
when you approached from the north?
I got scanned.
You got scanned.
They barcoded me. They barcoded me.
Yeah, they
on my wrist, my arm, my forearm, and it beat. And
then they said no. Okay, but they didn't like try to like capture you or anything like that.
No, I promptly left.
Okay, so I'm gonna.
Guns pointed at me that I kind of knew that.
I'm going to tell Hank, that I'm going to try to I'm going to go back out of Nashua Center, and I'm going to try to just walk it in through the gates.
Okay.
Visible? Are you telling everyone that, or just Hank?
Well, everybody. Yeah.
Is that wise, Amanda Wachapa? Like, you're able to get in. What are we trying to prove?
I just want to see if I'm not going to show up on the scan.
And if you do show up on the scan?
Then I'll go away.
Okay, so you're walking in on decloaked.
I will, yes.
I don't know how smart
when people
Steven
just see you would be like, because so Amanda would be like, so they also scanned for the farmer that I was with, and they could see both of us, and he passed the test, just to let you know. So there's actual guards that still check your ID. They just scan your arm in addition to it. So the guards are still going to ask you, what are you doing here? What's your purpose? Like if you walk in all normal, like.
Do I have to roll to see if Steven can make a smart comment?
No. If it's in line with your character.
Okay. I mean, he's kind of socially inept, but when it comes to strategy, he's at least okay. I was just thinking, like, if we're gonna like bring someone in who's like a complete stealth unit and then make them suspicious, wouldn't it be a good idea to set up a decoy to take the fall if it does go off? So they'd be like, oh, it wasn't someone that could breach our defenses, it was this thing or this person. So like maybe we could set up like a weak mutant or like a minion or something. I don't know if that would make sense. Just so like if they do, so at least it would cover our tracks.
The problem is if we make a weak mutant, like if we make a minion.
Is there anything that we could like put there that could trigger the like? Is the mutant detector like only people like us, or could there just be like something else that could trigger it?
Well, my theory is they're trying to detect the chips,
right?
And I can say that I'm looking for materials.
You're not known to be a great talker in certain situations, Amanda would say.
I can tell them that I'm looking for a radio part, and I heard that this is a trade center.
Well, that's a deception roll.
Amanda would be like going about to say something to Mike and be like, and then you see that her pause and be like, okay, go ahead.
I mean,
I assume this is long enough for Steven to sober up.
You will feel a slight weight on your shoulder. It's Hank sitting on your shoulder.
Yeah.
He's not decloaking for this.
I wouldn't expect him to.
Amanda's like, in all honesty, I don't know if that's a great idea.
Fine. You know what? It wouldn't be a deception check. I can just say that I'm looking for Dr. Price. Because we are. So it's not deception.
No, it's not, but you're asking to see the president. Like you're walking into the White House and trying to see the president. That's kind of like a normal person is going to get questioned.
Well, okay, so technically it's like showing up at Washington D.C. and saying you want to see the president. Like people might direct you to where the White House is, but the White House is going to have to deal with you talking to him. Like the guards at the gate don't care.
But if they're asking, okay.
Fair.
Like the guards at the gate don't necessarily have to care whether or not Price will see
what D does. D do what D does. I just meant it's kind of like I am trying to like.
I'm just saying that
you're stealthy and they haven't detected you. I think that's a win.
Yes, but I want to see if my theory.
Yeah, given his character, I think this is a perfectly valid line for him to pursue.
Okay. Yeah, Amanda's just trying to look out for you, but D do
so
what D does.
Yeah, D's gonna go out a ways. He's gonna rematerialize. So, with a decent amount of room where nobody would actually notice him just appearing out of thin air.
Yeah. I mean,
he'd start walking towards the gate.
Yeah, there's a CVS like literally right there. You can just materialize behind it.
Yeah. Okay.
CVS survived the apocalypse? That's amazing.
They have a minute clinic.
It's not like a corporate CVS anymore. It's a CVS building that the hospital has taken over to deal with prescriptions.
Nice.
So, as long as I'm as truthful as possible,
D do what D does, man.
I shouldn't have to roll the deception.
Yeah,
I like
if you don't lie, you don't have to roll deception. That is
Just
true.
practice absolute candor. Practice absolute candor. Yes.
So so I'll walk up.
Amanda's still shaking her head.
It is kind of late, which might raise some suspicion. Like, I mean, we could wait until the morning. I don't know.
So,
what do you think would be
I mean,
best?
it's not like night. Well, it's
depends on your story.
Are there other people trying to go in?
Yeah, I mean, there's people doing stuff. Like, there's people coming in.
Okay, so if
there are people going in and out of an actual
so, it wouldn't
Yeah,
be
there are still-
unnormal for
it's-
me to show up.
Yeah, it's not like
That's what I'm wondering.
It's not outside of
Because if it was like
okay,
if it was unreasonable, then I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna wait until like
morning.
Their normal
But I mean, yeah,
bustle.
there are people who work at the hospital district that live in Nashua Center that are coming in and out all night. You know what I mean?
You can pretend to be the late shift. The
there's
graveyard
people-
shift people coming back.
Yeah,
I'm not pretending anything.
there's some amount of traffic. There's some amount of traffic all hours of the day.
Okay.
So is there like
it's a bona fide city.
are we watching this from like over a cliff or something?
That's a
Like
good
hit by
question.
the gate?
Where are you guys?
You can watch it from wherever, or you could be
I think we're still in the Humvee because and just listening to this on audio because
Can we like sit on top of like the RV, just kind of watching them get
Well,
closer?
it's a Humvee.
because once he walks into the walls, we're not going to see him anyway. So it's kind of like
so.
I mean, I guess yeah. I guess we could drive I'll drive the Humvee to a very distant point. I don't know.
Because Steven just kind of wants to ask a very genuine question of like,
Go for it,
so
Steven.
so do you guys like? Is this where you start putting bets on what's going to go down, or?
Oh yes, Amanda's like lights up. You're like, oh yes, this is.
So I feel like that's a thing.
What your bet are? And she's happily now driving to like some type of lookout cliff to see Nashua Center. Lights off though. Lights off.
All right. So you have to roll a vehicle check.
Do I wait? No, let Tim be the GM for once.
Right,
How about
seriously.
that, Dave?
Just kidding.
Like, how come Eric always gotta like do something gets Dave
Well,
from
I
one
mean,
of us?
yeah,
every
you
week?
don't.
Right, driving without lights at night. That's not common.
It's not like there's a lot of traffic nowadays in the post-apocalyptic world. It's not. Tim, if you want me to roll a vehicle check, if you want to listen to Dave tell me to do a vehicle check, I'll
No,
do that too.
you don't have to do a vehicle check. But where
simple
are
driving.
where are you though? Is my question. Like, are you
I would
somewhere in
pick-
the hospital district? Are you somewhere in Old Nashua? Or where are you?
I'm gonna park it on the hospital district, and maybe actually this is what I like to do. I like to park at the hospital, and then go to like the top floor of the hospital, like the roof or something, and just kind of
There you
like
go.
out from there.
Okay.
All right.
So I work at the hospital anyway, so,
All
like,
right.
and the hospital's kind of neutral, so we
It
can
has
go there and
it
be
has
safe.
already been confirmed in the other game that from the roof of the hospital you can see this gate.
Oh,
Because that is where
Perfect.
that's where the
Very
other
good.
party was at when Jay used the water to break.
So me, Coinless, and Demona, and Gina will all camp out at the top of the roof. I'll use my binoculars and just kind of like I'll be looking. I'll pass the binoculars around to be kind of like okay.
I'll ask what
all
the
of you except
ante, what
Pointless
the
can
what
fly.
the bet is.
Yes.
We could.
So
But,
I'll have had to ask at some point what because I've never seen Dee or Hank, so I don't know what's happening.
Well, you still can't see Hank. Hank is
You
very
still haven't seen Hank.
No, I'm saying I've never seen Dee or Hank,
right.
so I don't know what's happening. So
Yeah.
I'll have to ask. Okay.
Right. We're
Who are
just
you
watching
talking to?
the gate.
What's
Amanda
happening?
would be like, look over to Demona and be like, we're just watching the gate.
Steven
We're
very
testing-
genuinely
we're testing ideas.
responds with
That's a deception check.
Wait, no, it's not. We're watching the game.
Okay.
This is what happened. That's not. I'm not deceiving anything. That's the truth. We are.
Who are you talking to? I have asked this.
Steven
I don't
kind
have
of
to answer
turns.
that question.
Steven's going to. He's
okay,
gonna
Steven's
just
going
turn. He's like, well, one of them's an invisible man, and the other is a fairy that's also invisible.
Amanda's
Okay,
like,
sure.
Yeah.
binoculars?
Why not?
The offers the binoculars? Like,
This
okay.
might as well happen.
Oh yeah, you do have the binoculars
I
still.
know. So we're all camped out, looking over the hospital. It's a starry night, and we're all just kind of like, we're passing the binoculars around, looking to see if anything's going on. That's kind of where we're at, and listening to the communicator.
Oh yeah, going back trip. We had to retcon something because Tim was like, at the beginning of the session, Tim's like, Red's contacting you on the walkie-talkie. I'm like, no, he's not, because Nine has the walkie-talkie.
He does.
So we had to retcon it so that we can now use our headsets to
Talk to Red.
talk to Red. Because like Tim just like stopped and was like, well, crap.
Yeah, we would have waited an extra 20 minutes, but that. So okay, so where are we at?
So I'm gonna walk up to the gate. Hank's gonna be invisible on my arm. I'm gonna walk up to the guard.
All right,
Be like, good evening.
So what are we betting?
Good evening. What's your business in Nashua?
$50. $50
So-
as he gets caught.
I could probably make some squirrels.
Double or nothing.
Throw acorns
I
at
make
someone
it
for a
in.
while.
I make it in. No problem.
He's not part of this bet. It's me and Coinless.
Coinless doesn't have any money.
Coinless. I'm
You know,
gonna bet.
$50. That's
I'm
fine.
gonna like. I will say that what I'll do is I'll make some squirrels throw acorns at anybody you want for like 20 minutes straight. I just give them some
Actually, you know what's
acorns.
fun?
Amanda will contemplate that deal. Like, sure, I'll take it.
You know what's, Hank also has no
the bet-
money because Hank had Kate carrying all his money, and Kate isn't with
That's
us
okay.
right now.
Gina,
I mean-
Gina, Amanda would look at Gina. Gina, you in on this bet?
Anyways,
Gina. Gina.
Oh, yep, sorry.
Are you in on this bet?
Yes,
Whether D makes it in and out?
I am.
All right. $50?
I'll transmute some gold.
And I'll-
$50 of the gold.
are you
said-
betting with me or betting against
Yeah.
me?
I'll be with you.
All right.
That you can make it? So I'm taking the other that he gets in and doesn't get out.
So
I'm
I'll-
betting
I'll tell the guard that.
he'll make it in, but he won't make it out.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, he's taking the overhand. He's
Yeah,
throwing the
like
point.
Like he
spread.
won't die, but like
So
he's
I'll
not
tell the
gonna make
guard
it
that-
out safely.
All right.
I'll tell the guard that I'm looking for Dr. Price, but I know it's getting kind of late. So is there a place is there a hotel that I can stay at?
There is, yeah. We just gotta check you first. He's gonna kind of hold up a scanner thing, and if you submit to that, he'll come over and scan you, your arms.
Yeah.
And
Let him scan me.
There's no beeps, and then he'll step back and he'll tell you how to get to a couple of different places that you can stay in town. There's one of them is like
So D.
just kind of one of them is just kind of like a hotel type of thing. One of them definitely sounds much more like a tavern, and one of them is definitely a casino. But yeah, those are you get those
Casino in
options.
Nashua?
Hey.
I guess post-apocalyptic.
D will head towards the casino.
Okay, cool.
D has eidetic memory, so he can count cards.
Oh,
And 4 days later, D walks out with like briefcases full of cash.
Well, okay, so here's the thing. D doesn't get arrested for being a mutant. D gets arrested because his kneecap's broken at the casino.
He's got a problem with the mob now. That's what it boils down
Yeah,
to.
D comes back out. It's like, so I now bought Nashua Center.
Casino Royale style. And I own it.
D will knows not to do big wins at the casino, otherwise he gets blacklisted.
He's played Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah.
Get out of my head.
Right.
Oh, I'm literally thinking of Gamora right now.
Does he? D's going to the casino.
So basically, that's like the other side of town. That's like the northern, up by the river, a little bit to the left. But yeah, it's up there. Yeah. But...
So we see Amanda sees him walk through the gate.
Yeah.
Through the
as D's walking through the gate, he
get like directions.
Lifts up a finger, is like looks over towards the top of the hospital.
Amanda pulls the binoculars down from her face and goes, "Fuck." I want $50 and puts it on the table and goes, "I'm out."
And Steven's like, I know I should be rooting for him to make it out safely, but conflicted.
So Amanda's like, it's between Gina and Steven. Sue gets to split the $50.
You bet both of them. You got to pay them both.
No, it's a pot.
Yeah, that's fair.
So the winner wins $100.
Yeah. So Gina is what bet?
Gina is saying that he will get in and out safely.
Okay. So I need to see.
And you're still in the running to see if he gets out alive.
Well, I mean, you'll get out alive, but like I don't think you get safely. If he gets attacked or like he triggers something really bad.
Your communicator, is it secret?
Uh-oh.
Like, is it obvious that you have a communicator in your ear?
Roll a deception check with the GM.
I don't think it's subtle.
I don't think it is secret. I don't think it's.
You'd have to ask Ava. She designed them.
Yeah, I don't think she did.
It would look like
an earbud.
I think it was like a Bluetooth headset almost.
All right, yeah.
It's like an earpiece, right?
So yeah, before you go in, they're going to tell you that devices like that are illegal in Nashua Center.
Amanda grabs the binoculars, looks back in, and goes, "Wait!" Puts her hand on her money. She's ready to pull it back. I haven't lost yet. He's not through the door.
How good of a is he looking at it?
Yeah.
Like right now?
Yeah. Like he literally pointed at it.
And how good of a look did? Okay.
You're gonna toss in the water or something? This is out of character.
So,
or you just have to give it to him, and he it's like a prison.
Yeah,
give it to you, and you come claim it at the end of the day.
So I'll ask him. I'm like, so I can just pick this up out on the way out.
Yeah.
Is where he's at? Is that within a mile?
Yeah.
So
let me see here.
Is where Gina is on the hospital roof within a mile of what we're seeing right now.
Okay.
I'm
so
fairly confident
with that.
Let me just. Yeah. 0.1 miles.
Yeah. Okay.
Within safe.
So all of Nashua Center is in radius.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
I don't know if that checks out. Is that an actual scale for the way this map is?
I feel like that might not be scale. No,
I put a lot of effort into making this be scaled properly.
Okay.
Nashua's tiny.
Then it is.
God.
Okay. So I will.
So is Gina's comms a mile in radius?
So
no. This is fine. I will make it look like I am taking my headset out.
Amanda's ready to pull that money back.
Okay. When my hands over my ear for the headset, I cast an illusion.
Yep.
Make it look invisible. And then I will have an illusion of this is Steven's, or this is Scales' turkey. Okay. Make an illusion of the earpiece and hand it to the guard.
Okay.
So you're making your handpiece disappear, and you're making an illusion of a handpiece in your hand.
Does it have?
Yes, because I have.
Oh, that's a sleight of hand check.
I have
at least.
illusion
At
all senses. Why?
Because you're trying to do an illusion and create an illusion at the same moment, so it's flawless. So
you had to cast you had to do a roll 2 to deceive Scales with the turkey. So this isn't pass fail. This isn't automatic.
When someone else says, "Hey, I think they need a check," right? So, anyways, Tim will dictate what he wants to do with it.
I'm gonna let that slide. I think that's within the scope of the power.
Woohoo!
God damn it.
And he has all 5 senses, so you have all 5 senses, right?
Yep, I have affects all senses.
So it will feel like it has weight. Yeah.
How far is that going to work? So how far away?
So here's the thing: it is perception range only. So ideally, you're going to watch him put it into the box.
Yes.
And then once he closes the box, it's out of perception range, but no one else sees that it disappears anyway because it's inside the box.
That seems legit.
So this is actually like the ideal circumstances to use illusion.
So you're gonna come back out tomorrow and be like, what the hell? You lost my communicator. You're paying me for that.
You guys only one communicator. You guys are thieves.
Who said I was going to go out that gate?
You should just invisible yourself and go, or I guess walk.
There's 2 gates. I can go out the north side.
You know, you got to realize too, this could be like China or something like that, where the cameras are just recording everywhere you move from here on out.
Well,
so you got to walk out. You got to walk out and.
I kind of asked about that. I was like, at least for the defenses.
Right.
I'm assuming that there are going to be less cameras inside the walls. It looks like all of the defenses and cameras are outward facing.
True, but they record you walking into Nashua Center. They might be keeping tabs of when you leave. Like a casino, they record when you walk in the casino and when you walk out the casino. So like Nashua Center might be like a casino. So you may want to walk out.
Do you think they do that in cities?
This city,
maybe.
I think they do this. I hate to say it. I think they do this in China because you see cameras everywhere and they're recording everything people do. So like, it's. I think the way to take away from that is I think D should walk out the door so they go, okay, this guy came in, did whatever, left the city. We don't care. As opposed to if you invisible and fly away, they're gonna be like, where's this dude?
I might go out like I said, I might go out the north side and be like,
that's fine, and that's fine as long as the camera sees you walking out of the. Of course, your communicator's probably in the south side.
I don't care about that because they're not going to communicate to the north side that this guy had this. They're gonna
check the lost and found and be like, or check the boxes and be like, oh, this guy never picked up this stuff.
Yeah,
well, they might check it just because of like bombs.
All right, Amanda keeps. Has he left? Amanda's watching through the binoculars.
All right, so anyway, you hand the thing over.
He's on his way to the casino.
Okay, cool. Give me a perception check. Also, Chris, your video is going all kinds of haywire.
I lost the video while ago.
Yeah, it's been.
Chris, are you tabbing in and out of the other things?
Yes.
29.
Yes.
That's why.
Cool. Give me a technology check.
He's right in front of me. Technology check on top of that. You're going to pass it. Well, did you adjust your technology?
I did adjust my technology. It is at rank 19. That was a bad technology check. That was
you are here. Damn right we are.
All right.
Oh my god.
It's all I see now is you are here.
Very precise. You are here, Token.
Perfect.
All right. Yeah. So okay, you are picking up that there's a radio frequency that the communicator, being that it now picks up red radio signals. Something is trying to transmit on a radio signal that you can access on your communicator. It's giving you a little bit of static, like it's, you know what I mean?
So we don't hear that over our comms. That's just D because of
Because
of
he's
proximity?
close to the- yeah, he's close because of
Okay.
proximity.
Am I out of like public view? Like
You can get out of public view. I mean, if you follow the directions you were
okay,
given.
I want to get out of public view.
Yeah, if you follow the directions you were given, you won't ever be outside of public view. But you will want to be careful. So if you kind of dip, so you're going to the left, you're going up and then to the left. If you kind of dip into the alley that's right here, like there's a series of buildings and alleys on your left before you get there. But if you do that, you're going to find a very large concrete structure that looks like it used to be a parking garage but has been converted into a military headquarters.
I mean, I could just lean against the wall.
Right.
And like pretend that I'm like just scratching my ear. Can I adjust my communicators so that I can clean up the signal?
Yes, you can do that.
Okay. Do I need to roll anything?
Yeah,
for
that'd be another technology check, but
technology?
It's got a pretty low DC. I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah. Okay. All right. So.
I'm sorry. Is there a different map? No, I was just seeing if there was a different map.
No, yeah, Tim, what map are you looking at right now?
Because I just still see the
big UR here over Nashua. It feels like there's a different map.
Okay, so I had
player mode
because you were describing something and then I was just like, I don't see what you're talking about, and I just didn't know if you had switched the map.
Let me see if I because I know I was making a map of Nashua Center, and I don't remember if I ever did. But what I'm actually looking at is in another tab. I have a satellite view of real life Nashua Center. And I'm applying filters based on what I know is actually there and what isn't.
Okay.
But there was. Let me just see real quick, because I know I was making a map to show you guys Nashua Center. And I don't know if It looks like I didn't keep it for some stupid reason. It looks like I didn't get it on this computer.
Well, I mean, that's fine. I just thought that you were referring to something and you hadn't switched over the map or something, and I was just like,
no, yeah, I am looking at something that you guys can't see. I mean, if you go to Google Maps, you can see what I'm seeing. But what I'm describing is a lot of it is entirely mental.
Okay.
But anyway,
so
yeah. So you lean against the wall. You adjust. You fiddle with the thing. You pick up a woman's voice. It's basically a distress call.
Okay. So I'll tell. Can I communicate back with her?
You can try.
I will attempt to be like, hello.
She's gonna wait, you can hear me?
Yeah.
Oh.
Who are you?
They call me the hub. But that's.
Are you the one controlling the cameras and the guns?
Not directly. I can see through all the cameras, and I think they're using me to control the guns and the cameras.
Do you know?
So you're close enough. Okay, yeah, okay. But yeah, so that's what she says.
All right. Hank can hear this too, right?
Hank does not have a communicator.
I thought Hank did.
He's never paid for it.
Okay.
He doesn't wear it. He's too cool for school. But Hank's with them?
Yeah, Hank's just sitting on his shoulder.
Yeah, Hank's on my shoulder, invisible.
Oh, okay. It's hard to tell.
Yeah.
Are you a prisoner?
Yes.
We saw a vision of you, and somebody had a sketch of you. If we disconnect you, will you die?
I don't know.
Do you know where you're located? Like where in Nashua Center you are?
No.
All right. I'll confer with my team, and we'll see what we can do.
Okay.
Is there a way? Do you know anything about the field surrounding Nashua Center at all?
Hold on a second. And okay. Yeah. Oh, she does have that. Okay. Yeah. It's yes. I can detect it. It's not directly related to my systems, but I can see that it's there.
Okay, do you know where it's being powered from? Is it? I'm assuming it's powered by a different system that keeps you alive.
I would assume so. But
because some people are not going to be able to get into Nashua Center. Some people on my team aren't going to be able to get into Nashua Center just because they look like mutants.
Right. That is a problem.
So part of that would be we would have to disrupt that field.
I can try.
So if we know where, like, if we can figure out where, like, the major junction is, we can do something to disrupt it.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can only see what the cameras can see. If you look, if D looks, you will see one of the cameras, like, at the gate turn around and start looking, like, sweeping down the street. You actually see a few cameras that you can, like, that are within your visual range do that,
Okay.
but not every camera in that area.
Yep.
So we know that this is out of character. So she's held against her will, correct?
Yes.
She mentioned that. Okay.
It could be an AI, out of character.
That is true. You don't know that it's a human being.
We don't know it's a human being. However, we've had multiple characters kind of confirm that there's a woman plugged into
Something with
online support.
Things over her eyes.
Ah, okay.
So you're right. It's technically a guess, but, like, it's pointing pretty heavily that she's in the Matrix.
Mm-hmm.
a very cheap pass matrix.
I really hope we
maybe
don't
not.
have a Skynet
So-
situation going on here.
Oh boy.
Well, I think they might be using her as Skynet. Like, I'm wondering if she is plugged in to be the defensive. She's essentially she's the AI for Nashua Center's defenses. I'm guessing she's a mutant they've just learned to plug her in and use her against her will. She's waking up in the Matrix.
So yeah, we'll have to figure out where I can disrupt power. That would probably be the easiest thing.
This is the tough part is you're not talking to any of the team right now. You're on your own right now.
What?
I mean, out of character we can talk, but just like
I can
D's on his own right now.
I'll convey this information over to the team.
Is that like a switching channels kind of deal?
It is.
So you switch the radio.
I mean, I could conference call, I guess.
Yeah, you could. You could conference call. You could have.
I'll conference call in the team.
You could have the messages that she's saying to you being transmitted.
Yeah. That's what I will be doing.
So okay, you're conference calling and then you're recapping what was just said.
Well, you guys can hear what she's saying.
Oh.
That's what I'm. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah.
Three-way calling.
Yes.
Anywhere in the galaxy.
So what? So
Long distance.
all right. So that's the plan, so she's in there. What do you like to be called as? Wait. What's your name?
Barely. I don't know.
You have a name? You don't remember your name? Oh, that's okay. That kind of checks out.
She's being referred to as the conduit.
I thought it was the hub.
The hub.
The hub.
I'm sorry.
We should get. Maybe they want a real name. How about Morag? That's a good name.
Are we getting names?
Yeah, it's Morag.
Okay.
It's a real name. It's a woman's name.
I thought it was an orc name.
Is it an orc woman name?
No, it's like a British name, I think. Could be wrong.
Or British, one of the two.
They have the same teeth.
Or British, same thing.
Yeah.
I mean, their teeth are about the same quality, so.
Damn.
Ouch.
How do you, Morag? How do your teeth look?
Oh, I'm regretting her choices already.
Mine are sharp and canine.
So, yeah, ignore him for a second. Do you know how long you've been connected?
About 5 years.
She's gonna be like, who's this talking to me now?
She can actually give you an exact
timestamp.
Yeah, she's gonna tell you she's been plugged in for 4 years, 9 months, 3 days, 20 hours, 6 minutes, and 47 seconds.
47.
Would you consider yourself a mutant?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you know about Dr. Price?
Commissioner Price? Is that who you're talking about?
Yes.
I know he runs the city. He has the highest access codes. Highest level access codes.
Do you have the highest level access codes inherently because you're plugged in? Or are there systems you're not allowed into?
I'm pretty sure I'm the thing they're accessing.
Okay.
Does she have free will?
That's a good question,
Well,
Gina.
she's talking to us, so.
I mean, can anybody actually answer that question? Do you have free will?
That's a great question.
Let's have a philosophical discussion about whether or not I have free
Are
will.
Morag's channels protected?
I would rather you get me out of here than have a discussion about whether or not I have free will. Like,
how do we get you out of there? Is there a way to disconnect you?
we would like to, if we disconnect you, we're afraid that you might die or suffer injury. Do you know a way of disconnecting you without harming you?
I've never seen like my setup. I have no idea.
You've never seen your body or what's going on. Okay.
Can I share the image with her? That I took
Probably
from,
not, because it's over the
Do you
radio
know where she is
or over the
physically
comm.
located? That's the thing.
Well, okay, so
Actually,
it is.
Gina connect with
I
her
believe
mind?
it's anyone within range
Within a mile.
that you select. And so the question is it a mile? Is that your range?
So what I was thinking was my range isn't a mile, but I was going to sort of play the thing of, Gina really pushes her mental communication and
You want to do the extra
bumps it up to.
Well, what is
Yeah.
your
an extra
range?
effort.
What is your range?
100. It's number one. It's like 100 feet close range. I wanted to do rank. I was thinking I could push it to rank 2, just story wise, like spend the power points and bump it up to rank 2.
Well, rank
get
2.
within the mile.
Hold on a second. Let me look at this because rank 1 is only 60 feet, I believe, unless.
He's going with the communication power.
All right. Oh, the communication power. Let me check.
Yeah, I see that. You got the book open to that page.
Yeah. All right. So. Oh yeah, within 1 mile.
What's the
Okay, I
plan?
see what you're saying. Yeah. So you want to do extra effort?
No. Yeah, extra effort, or in story, like instead of like spending the points like outside the game, spend the points in the game and say, I'm really like pushing and
Extra effort bumps you up a rank.
Yeah.
It just makes you fatigued, which you recover after an hour of rest.
Yeah.
Okay.
It fatigues you and you recover.
So you need to take a nap afterwards, after the scene or whatever.
Yeah. So yes, you can do that. You can use extra effort to increase your communication by 1 rank, which would make it a mile.
Okay. Yeah, I would do that and share the images that we gathered from the gargoyle lady.
She's gonna say, "Oh my God, is that me?"
We believe so.
Do you remember what you look like or anything before getting hooked up to the machine?
No.
Interesting, Morag.
So.
Well, you got to figure out a
We
way
have 2
to
missions
get you
now.
to get you
Out of
guys
character,
in
we have
here.
2 missions. Well, out of character, we have 2 missions now. One, we wanted to talk to Commissioner Price because Price is the guy that did the tank experiments, and that's why we're all there. So we really wanted to go, what's the hell with that? But now we're kind of doing a rescue op as well.
She could be evil.
She could be. We haven't ruled that out, but I think not.
Yeah, Steven is
feel like-
actually quite happy you guys are doing a good guy thing.
Oh, good. We do that sometimes too.
Yeah, we're trying. We're reforming. But so Amanda could walk in the same way Dee could walk in, or even less so because she doesn't really carry much tech on her. So because the implants are out on all of us except for Demora, we took out the implants too, I think. Unless she respawns with the implants in place. That's a Tim question.
You did not take Demona's arm or remove implants from her body.
Oh, you're right.
You're not going to either.
Yeah. Well, we really. So the core team could go in undetected except for Gina and Steven because they.
Well, I have a
normal.
strategy. What if you if I just shrink down to like a small dog size, you wrap me in a blanket?
Bravo.
I'll be like a chihuahua.
That's beautiful. It might work.
It's all right. So normal pet dog and Gina's the one that doesn't have the implants. But we got to figure out how to get Gina in, but that's almost the plan. There's one in my mind. There's two things. One, Commissioner Price. I don't know. Do we just bag him and take him out too, or bring him out of the city to interrogate him? And then there's Breakout Lady. I feel like we might have to do both at the same time because once we do one, the sound's going to be alerted to the other one.
There's another option.
Oh, I'm listening. This is out of character. I'm listening. What do you got?
We have tactical terrorists.
I knew that was coming.
And go. It was just a matter of time.
Out of character,
Operation
like
Fire
yes,
and Brimstone.
but like
This is something that they'll excel at. They can locate the.
without killing people, they're gonna go in and bag and tag.
I
feel like we
say.
could. I feel like they're gonna. They're a bunch of murder hobos.
I wouldn't say that they could do it without killing people, but they could.
Yeah.
I feel like this is
Locate.
they can be the cavalry.
Listen,
in a fucked up
they
world.
could
They're
locate the power junction that needs to be targeted, and they could blow it to hell.
Well, we can't blow the power junction because what if we kill off the life support that hub lady?
Well, that's why I was
We don't
asking
call her
you
hub
if
from here on
if she was on a different thing, but most likely for a system that is dedicated for defense, it's not going to be on the same grid as anything else.
Right.
It's the
Tactical
post-apocalypse.
terrorism.
It's the post-apocalypse. They're probably holding together by chewing gum.
It's going to be on its own power supply.
So she's going to be so. But so what's the bigger plan? I guess let's keep focused here. Like what's
So you do that, create some chaos, right?
don't like this plan
The
already.
people,
Step one,
the
create chaos.
team,
Step two, profit.
the team can get in because the guards are going to be dealing with trying to get the power back up for the shield.
But like 80% of the team can walk through the front door just like you did. Because the other offline team's going to have they'll probably need your situation, but most of us will take normies. And the puppy dog idea is not a bad idea after you get past the craziness of it.
I'm going to laugh like the guard's going to be like, that's an ugly dog.
Doesn't matter. We've all seen the ugly dog.
And then
like,
Steven will be like, hey, wait a second. And
I'm
then
just
blow
gonna-
your cover.
I was gonna be like, "Bark, bark," and
I'm
there's,
more afraid of Steven going Maverick on us. That's what
You know-
it is. Okay.
I was thinking like he'd get too in depth into the role, and like he's like kind of like that ugly dog that has like cross-eyed, keeps barking, frothing at the mouth. You see everyone try, it's like that's an ugly dog. He just keeps trying like "Grr." It's like biting, barking,
So,
barking,
like,
trying
I
to
think
bite
Gina's
at
the
him.
only, so Gina, what's your plan if we were to walk through the front door? Because you're the one you're a big giant head. So do you have an op? What would you do in this op? Because Dee's already through the front door. Hank's through the front door. Amanda can walk through the front door apparently just as well as Dee did.
I can summon a couple of human minions and then maintain mental communication for you guys.
How you can summon a human? Sorry, I thought you could only summon otherworldly minions.
I'd have to check with the GM on that one.
Oh, okay. So the head would stay back and be like Overwatch, and then the minion people would.
And then what's the point of Demona coming?
Well, Demona wouldn't come. Why do we need Demona?
Because
I think-
somebody invited her along.
Well, she's in the hospital watching patiently with us. Like she doesn't need to come in anymore.
Or we send out an SOS to a 9 and say, you want to get rid of some of that rage?
Do we really?
Hulk smash.
Yeah, do we really want 9 to show up and then have someone that we killed be standing there? I think 9 would be like, would turn into a light rage monster and just start fighting Demona.
Well, we sent Demona away. So here's your goal. Go away, and then we invite 9 back.
Demona will be like, "What the hell? You invited me along, and now you're sending me away?"
What, she got paid?
Basically.
She's
gold
only,
bars.
she's only here for the gold. She's like a mercenary.
Yeah.
No, remember,
No, she wanted
revenge.
She wanted payback.
Oh.
She wanted,
For the people
wait,
that
Demona
tortured
wanted
me.
revenge?
Yeah, for the being tortured and experimented on. In
Wait,
the
I have an
city.
idea.
That was the reason why she
and it just
wanted
might
to come
work.
along.
She can be part of Teen Cult Attack. And then, like, so
How?
the way I think of,
That's
we
true.
walk
Yeah.
in and try to do this right, and then if shit goes down, then your cult attacks, and that's like backup plan of like kick the doors down. But I say bag and tag, and then
I have an idea so
I
crazy.
don't think that would fly
it
very
just
well
might
with.
work.
I mean, if you just take,
I don't.
if you just if you
Demona's a gargoyle.
if you help Demona get into the city, which she already knows a path in, and then just let her go, like she's not. Like, you guys haven't really treated her as, like, a member of your team, so you're not out anybody if something happens to her. And she gets to just attack things endlessly.
that's right.
Okay, guys, just
She
hear
And
me
then
out.
no one's paying attention to you.
I have a
But not
crazy
that-
idea.
Pointless has an idea.
Coinless has an idea.
All right.
I think
ahead.
this might solve all of our. It might not. It might be completely
Oh,
like
God.
cool. But
You're building
Just-
it up,
just-
buddy.
Once the
hear me
dog
out.
gets in there, he goes kaiju.
no, I just think we play it off because we have transmutation, right? So our party member can do that.
Mhm.
So
Yes.
why don't
Gina
and
can.
and Trigger is a gargoyle. Why don't we portray ourselves as traveling sculptors? We disguise
Okay.
them as sculptures by using transmute to turn.
Oh my
Gina,
God.
Trigger will stay as a gargoyle, and I don't know if Gina needs to breathe, but they could coat themselves in like a thin layer of like a material and then turn it to like stone, so they can go through as a sculpture.
I think this might actually be a good idea. At first, I was like, "What is going
Oh
on?"
my goodness!
So-
It's going to be Troy. The
And then we
Trojan
can put
horse.
like
Yeah,
gold
giant
designs
sculpted
on
head.
it.
Or
So
what
we-
you do is you do Star Wars. You have Han and Luke walking with stormtroopers, carrying Gina as Chewbacca as
As a tribute or as a prisoner.
a
or no?
prisoner because
And
they're
then,
mercenaries and
Yes.
Amanda can.
then we have Desdemona attack, and then in the she's Obi-Wan Kenobi. Obi-Wan Kenobi goes to disable to
But
distract
Demona
everybody. We sneak
loses
in
all her powers
save the
once she's
princess.
inside the walls.
Yeah, she still has the implants. I love the Star Wars like metaphor this is becoming.
Mhm.
But do we think it would work?
Tim,
Like,
important
okay, so
question.
Gina's inside. So
Very thin.
explain
You
it to
don't-
me one more time again.
So
So-
while you guys are discussing, I'm gonna tell Hub that we're gonna come up with a plan. We'll be in contact, and Dee's gonna go to the casino.
So
Can she
we,
help us? Can she
if we
control
coat
something, distract
Gina
something?
in a thin layer of just like any material, and then they turn it to stone, and we can just like crack it when we get to the other side because they don't need to breathe, right?
No, Gina doesn't need. She's got life
Yeah.
support.
Gina
Yeah.
doesn't need to breathe.
So yeah, we can just encase them
And
as a statue.
Demona, if she dies, if she dies in the process, she's just gonna resurrect.
Well,
in 2 days.
Demona, like they said that she does. This is kind of out of character knowledge, but she always looks like a gargoyle, right?
Yeah, Demona
So
looks
even
like
if
a
they
gargoyle.
lose their powers, they still look like a gargoyle.
She didn't.
So-
she
But-
didn't in the dream. Yet.
Yeah, if she loses her power, she's gonna just pass out and like fall.
Well, we can just knock them out, set them in a pose to be like a knocked out gargoyle statue, and then move them through like that. Because then they won't. Because if they're already asleep, then they won't fall. Like they're already unconscious, they won't go unconscious while traveling through.
I am slightly amused by the fact that you keep referring to everyone with they pronouns.
Oh, I am.
Yes.
I do. It's easier that way, I guess.
So
You can't offend anyone if you use the pronoun they.
Dee's gonna play some blackjack.
Okay.
He's playing blackjack.
Cool.
So Gina, what's your thoughts? What's the plan? So I still stick to the fact that I think we need to extract the lady, the hub lady, and Commissioner Price, because I think we all want answers to why we weren't putting tanks, and Price is our lead to that, and hub lady wants our help.
My vote would be have the cult, attack from the outside. We sneak in the way Desdemona got out. As while they're distracted with the cult doing their thing, that's when we sneak in, find hub lady, use Dee's technical ability to get her out, track down Dr. Price, and then.
And I'm also
the same way.
I'm also gonna bring up that like if we let Demona loose on Nashua Center is a trade hub. We're gonna probably completely fuck over the local economy.
That's true.
Oh, we're going to destabilize the whole area because if nothing else, we're going to shatter the reality that they're protected from mutants, because the local townspeople are going to be like, what the fuck was all that?
So they
see a living gargoyle reaping havoc inside their walls.
This might not.
This is a one-shot deal if we go loud.
There are definitely long-term
the surrounding communities.
Yeah. Whatever you do.
That's why
here,
if we bet.
Whatever you do here, like if you're dealing with the commissioner, of Nashua Center, and if you're correct that you're dealing with the security system of Nashua Center, and you mess with, anything to do with mutants in Nashua Center, like any two of those things is going to have massive implications for the whole region.
Yeah.
Like whatever you do,
we're gonna break it.
You are going to alter the setting one way or another if you do anything, basically.
Operation Deliver More Egg Sculptures.
Oh my god.
Well, I mean, okay, so we get in, but so we have enough information to know the path to get to Hub Lady, correct? At this point, between
we don't know where she is.
If remember,
if backtrack
you do, because
we'll have to go through the courthouse, I think, right?
Yeah. So if the memories that you're working with from Demona are accurate, then yes, she is in the basement of the courthouse that you just walked past.
So moral quandary. If we do remove her, we're effectively disabling this place's military and camera grid in its entirety.
That is the current suspicion.
Whether or not they realize that, but they'll realize it at some point when they go to check on something. I'm sure someone maintenance is going to check on her when they see her not connected at the minimum, whether she's like.
The janitor walks by. What the?
Yeah.
It's still definitely going to cripple and destabilize them severely. So we are going to.
Government might be able. But their government, like the general people, might not know that the the people might play it. People might still think the security system works.
Will the turrets go down?
Real quick.
We don't know that.
Real quick. Have Dee give me another perception and technology.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, that was a crappy technology roll.
Okay, so you actually can know this, Dee. None of the wiring running to the turrets or cameras are power supply lines.
Okay.
It's all data transfer. None of it is energy transfer.
It's all wireless. So what is that? What this means?
It's all
data. Hub Lady is wirelessly.
Not wirelessly.
She's charging everything as well. Is that what we're going with?
Nuclear battery.
I can't give you guys what it means. I can just give you the information.
No, I know. We're speculating.
There's a small chance.
He didn't say anything about.
There's a small chance that if we remove her, the whole place goes nuclear. There is, just saying, because she doesn't even know if she's human. So talk about 4 years of rough, sketchy history. her powering an entire place and like being a computer uplink. There's a lot of like her being interwoven into this. So something's gonna. It's just basically guaranteed. We don't know what, but we're pretty certain that the second we remove her, something big is going down, and it's not gonna be good.
Well, we could also be removing Neo from the Matrix here. Like this could be very, very much of like, you know, we just unplug her and we just unplug the processor from the system.
But don't forget, the second Neo got out, then the Matrix is like, okay, time to mobilize everything.
No, I know. Oh, so, that's probably where the Calvary thing comes in. I don't know. I just I would like to try to not kill anyone and just snag her, free her.
Steven's totally on board.
And honestly, I don't want to kill Commissioner Bryce. I just want to talk to him, but I feel like I don't want to talk to him on his home turf. Like I want to do Black Ops thing of like putting a bag over his head and bring him to somewhere, talk to him, and then release him afterwards.
All I'm trying to do is just bring up the point that this could be something crazy.
Well, he's got to deal with his town, and the fact that if we bag him on his own territory, that tells him that he's not safe anymore, and he's going to take pause over that because we're going to let him. We could let him go, but then he's like, "Look, dude, you fuck with us again, we'll come back in and make the job done."
So, do we know if Nashua Center like deals with Lowell in Boston? Because my fear is that we bag him, then they're gonna end up just aligning themselves with like Lowell in Boston.
Well, if we don't go in there, we're essentially Hub Lady's wanting to escape, and we're ignoring a request to free someone. You got to deal with the moral implications that someone's against their will, essentially plugged into a machine.
Is that the
I think
worst?
it's very relatable for any of our characters.
That's true.
You can have that conversation. I mean, that's true, but like,
this is a lot out of character. In character, Steven's totally on board with this plan.
Yeah, I know.
He loves it.
But I'm just, this is a huge fork in our storyline. Will be what we do with this. Even if we do nothing, we now have knowledge that we may not get the answers to why we were put in tanks, and as well as not do a rescue mission for the sake of not destabilizing the area. So for the most part, outside of Gina, we can pop in and pop out. We could also go the approach of just sending the cult into attack and seeing how the cult does. But I mean, I guess the pro with the cult thing is it doesn't take our stealth option off the table. They could go in and try to do stuff.
So we have like Operation Bye Bye Gina, which is we just leave her and go in. Operation Fire and Brimstone, where we send the cultists in to just destroy everything and do that. Or we have Operation Deliver More Egg Statues.
The old Trojan horse.
Yeah, Trojan horse stuff. That's what I have in my head, at least for the three options.
So,
do we want more help? Maybe this is a Guardians Gatherer situation where we call in the other team to see if they can help us out with this?
Or Operation Super.
I don't want to
Super
destabilize.
Oh my god.
That's option 4. We call
I
in
don't want to destabilize the economics of the region.
You worry about the economics? They've enslaved the mutants to do their security system, and the guy.
But they're a major trade hub for all of the smaller communities.
The Rebel Alliance didn't care. I say we just Leroy Jenkins it and blow everything up. And Dee's Cull could take over and be the new trade hub.
Operation.
They could take over National Center.
So that's one vote for Fire and Brimstone.
So
he doesn't really care.
So what happens to Dee's Cult's opinion if they take over National Center?
I guess they.
It's not going to look good on the cult, and that is not going to be what I told them to do. I told them to.
You could split them up in
You
smaller
told them to be
communities.
nice to the smaller
To-
stuff, not the bigger stuff, right?
I told them to spread goodwill, and destroying the economic well-being of the region is not spreading goodwill. That's actually spreading terror.
That's,
So wait,
that's assuming
but
it's a
you wanted
good.
them-
That's assuming it's a good economy.
Yeah, but you
Or
want,
are they like robbing from the poor and giving to the rich kind of thing? You could be saving them as like Robin Hood.
that's right. They could be capitalists.
Now, after all of this, after giving me so much shit about having a cult, but it benefits us now, so we should do this.
Just a second ago,
Yep.
you said throw the cult at Nashua Center.
I said I put that as one idea. So the thing
So what
is,
does he want to do other than play blackjack right now?
I think we just gotta find the lizard man. I think we just
Okay.
like, yes, Dee would be angry about like them like capturing mutants and experimenting on them, but I don't think that would outweigh the economic stability and the benefits of Nashua Center to the rest of the surrounding.
So Dee's
Community.
like, just let it lie. Just be like, sorry, Hub Lady. Sorry, and oh, by the way, Commissioner Price, even though you were directly involved with our tanking, that's okay.
The
We'll just let that go.
so we can have a conversation with him, and they could probably figure out a way without the outer defenses, but while they still keep the field intact.
So you think if we walk up to Commissioner Price and be like, hey, why'd you make us mutants? Then like he's gonna be like, oh, let me tell you.
No, I'm not gonna say why'd you make us mutants. I'd be like,
Why'd you make mutants?
why'd you make mutants? Because I'm not gonna throw my
But he's still gonna
show
be
my
like,
hand.
But he's still gonna be like, who the fuck are you? Like, right? Like, I walked in there and asked the mayor of some town and be like, so tell me, why'd you do this? He's gonna be like, who the hell are you?
So I
We
just
can say that we were in BA and we came across information.
Can I just conference them in my mind thing?
What, Commissioner Price?
I mean,
I'm
you
not
could
reading his
try.
mind. I'm just adding them to the chat.
Oh my god.
Oh no, that's a Tim question.
Operation
I
Communication.
mean, Gina could.
I'm pretty sure you have to be like aware of them.
Yeah, I think we need another. That makes
So,
sense.
like-
That
Can the hub lady tell us where he is if she can see the cameras?
Good question.
She doesn't actually know what he looks like.
Okay.
Like, she doesn't have access to the personnel files or anything like that.
Does did Gargoyle lady deal with him?
Gargoyle Lady does not know the names of any of the people that experimented on her. She just knows faces. So if one of those faces was Commissioner Price and she sees him, she'll go, "Oh, that's one of those people." But like they weren't wearing name tags.
Hello, my name is
Yeah.
the Commissioner. Well, how's Dee doing at blackjack right now? Is he?
D has eidetic memory and can count cards. That means.
The bet is still on.
That's right. We're still waiting for you to walk back out the door.
All right.
Amanda's
okay.
giving up on her
So-
$50.
So here's the big
So
question:
the $50 in kitty.
Are you staying overnight at the casino, or in town at least?
Might as well. I think you should. I think while you're in town, I'd say this in character, man. D, while you're in town, you may want to like figure out a little more about where Commissioner Price hangs out and stuff like that, or maybe where his residence is.
Yeah, while I'm playing blackjack, I can ask the dealer.
Oh boy.
Where the mayor
Why?
lives? Where the commissioner lives?
Yeah, I feel like
Be like, do you
I
know
feel like
anything
that's
about
an
the
odd
commissioner?
question,
And
like-
just
okay.
small talk, right? I mean, they might not know anything.
They don't.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine.
So I mean, that'd be good intel to have of like, because he could be anywhere in the city center. I'm assuming he doesn't leave the center too often. He might. Maybe that's a better way to bag him if he's like outside of the center. But
Well, the reason I'm asking is it's midnight here.
yes.
Yeah.
And we are at a place right now where it would make sense that this conversation can move to Discord. Like over the course of the night, you guys continue debating plans, and then if you're staying in Natural Center overnight, next session we can resume in the morning.
Let's do that.
That's fine.
All right, cool.
He's gonna be all night at the casino, wheeling and dealing.
Good deal.
Operation Discord is a go.
All right.
All right. You guys have a good night. Thank you. Thank you, everybody who tuned in.
You too. Yep.